The Star.
Yeah, y'all already know. Seven the Panther. That dude Fizz on the beat. Yeah. We live in entertainment. Sound change. Crown the kings, homie. This is where it get ill. About to have the tip off live as a tip drill. From the court to the diamond, to the track, to the big skin, flying around the field, starting five forever, keeping it real. If it matters in the world of sports, jeans and long sleeves, they taking no shorts. Hot to death, oh yes, these are the sports podcasts live as a pros course. Biz market wave, the starting five goes off. No matter who you cheer for, emotions out the window, they analyze it with clear thoughts. They take it way deeper than the force ever. No longer got any use for the four letters. The latest news, score stats and the view from the sideline. Ain't no guideline, it's just the truth. Yeah, no need to dig for a pardon line. It's always in season if people starting five. We going in on three, run the baseline, starting five. We got what you need. If the sports news you see, we don't waste time. We talking cause we live it. We got what you need. We going in on three, run the baseline, starting five. We got what you need. And y'all know me, seven sign, I'm the illest cat speak. I got what you need.
The sun's shining. It's a little cool outside. We're going to make sure we give y'all the ignorance that y'all need this week. What up, everybody? It's your boy, the mayor. That DJ named Ace5, your mom's favorite fat guy, all the way from deepest, darkest Africa. We back with the newest episode of the Star 5 podcast. As always, as I make sure I put it up. Oh, no, it's up. Check out our sponsor, hooksrub.com. 20% off your order using that code STAR5. It's about to get back to that grilling season. You know, the one that our brother O seems to forget to tell us to come through for. But rest up, good homie. You know, we need you to get better to get back on the show with us. But somebody who's back, what up, Jamal?
What's up, yo? Chilling, man. Good to be back. Good to be back home. Had me another adventure. Trying to get back from California a couple of days ago, man. It was supposed to be just a 5.5 hour flight home, turned into 31 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So I was, long story short, and I feel bad as a senior brother, shit himself and all over the bathroom and all over the carpet up the aisle in the thing. So they deplaned everybody, and that they ended up canceling that flight. And that shit caused, just because one dude took a shit, that thing caused so much damage. So many delays, man. And 2 hours online with American Airlines trying to get back. I was stuck in the air for about 6 hours. Then I had a layover in Phoenix. And then I got into Newark on the red eye. But I'm happy to be home. I'm home in time for this. You know, taking care of some work while I'm here. Shout out to the good brother O. Had a chance to chop with him this morning. He's healing up. He'll probably be back next week. But, you know, tell him to take care of himself. And I hope to have him back soon. And I'm going to toss it over to my brother Ty.
Quick question, right? If they would have said, hey, we still gonna run this flight if anybody don't mind sitting on this shitty ass plane, would you ever stay playing one home?
I was good because I was in the back. You know what I mean?
The bathroom was in the front?
Yeah, they said it pretty much, when they got to steam the carpets and the chairs and all that shit. You know how that goes. They got to get probably a different cleaning crew. It's probably union involved, so it's a process. So that's what probably did it, man. But yeah, I was ready to come home.
But what if they would have just said, fuck it, we'll steam it in Jersey when we get to Jersey? You would have just been like, fuck it.
No, I would have done it, man. I'd have traded the 5.5 hours for 30 in a heartbeat.
Dude, that's the wrong type of bomb to be talking about on a plane.
No, man. Shit, I had me a face mask and I had me a little thing of lavender Vicks on me. I'd have been good.
Yo, did my man did he have security with him when y'all had to walk him out? When all those
no, they had to get him with a wheelchair, him and his wife, man. It was bad, man.
A wheelchair, some adult diapers, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. He got to be in his late 80s, man. So, you know, I hope I don't get to that point.
The cabin pressure pushed it out of him.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. He probably should have chilled. And, the poached eggs may not be the way to go that morning.
Well, I didn't have that adventurous of a week. Matter of fact, my week wasn't adventurous at all. Just working and being home, man. And that's it. I mean, I haven't gotten into nothing. I was going to go see Michael, but I got scared and I chickened out. But then I
Oh
heard
man,
that none of the bullshit is not bullshit. But then again, without the bullshit, is it a good movie or is it a concert? I don't know. So I'm still kind of like, I don't know. I might see it today or tomorrow or something, just to say I did. Well, other
yeah,
than
you
that,
gotta
man,
see
I'm
it,
here.
man.
I'm ready to go.
You gotta go
Yeah,
see that,
hearing
fam.
listening to Godfrey's podcast yesterday and today, and hearing people talk, like hearing them talk about it, it was just like, yeah, they mentioned kind of like they left out like all the internal stuff. Like they were looking for, like people were looking for more MJ story behind the music. It's
Yeah,
like, nigga, we know the music, but I haven't seen it yet either, so I don't know. None of us seen it, so we really can't speak on it.
it's why it's hard, man. Like, and I always say, biopics are never good. I've seen two good biopics because you can't fit somebody's life in 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Right.
And biopics have an unfair that you just can't cover it. I saw two good biopics in my life: The Doors and Malcolm X. That's it. Everything else has been trash.
You know what? Never, before that label even like really became upon us, like I never even realized Malcolm X technically was a biopic.
Yeah, it's a biopic. Yeah,
Technically was a biopic,
yeah.
you
So
know. But that's why I'm a documentary person. Because a
I hear
I think
you.
documentary it gives the real, but they can still weed out stuff and giving the real, kind of like
the
WWE. But
the
we're gonna
Iron
talk
Claw
about
was
that in a
pretty
second.
good. I thought the Iron Claw handled that biopic pretty good with the
That
vibe.
was good, actually. No, that was dope. They're good. Good. They can bring that up. That was good. That was
Of
surprisingly
what?
good. The Von Erichs, the Iron Claw.
Oh, yeah, I heard about. I still
Yeah,
haven't seen that one.
that was
Surprisingly,
good. That was good.
surprisingly.
That was good. Yeah, but it's really hard, man. I mean, even the Bob Marley movie, I didn't love it. I mean, it was cool, but like, it's just like there's just that man's life. You cannot fit that man's life in a 2.5 hour movie and cover
Well,
and everything. So
well, they're
No,
not fitting
100%.
Michael's life in that 2.5 in that time frame because there's got to be a part two. It stopped that bad. It stopped
that's
in
what I heard.
1988.
Yeah,
So
that,
Right,
and that
which
joint was supposed to come
that's
out
the
4 years ago.
transition.
Yeah, it's supposed to come
That's
out 4 years ago. And
so
all
I
right.
know the
Well, we
family was
got.
beefing.
Yeah, I heard. I
So
heard. I heard. Like Janet didn't want the nephew to do it or whatever.
well, and now there's no Janet in the movie. There's no Reba in the movie. There's no Diana Ross in the movie. So it's kind of like, what the
Like,
fuck?
what are we talking about?
Yeah,
so
right.
here's what happened. Janet did not give the rights for them to use her in the movie. She wanted no part of it. Right. Diana Ross was in there, but they cut all her parts out. Because remember, this movie was supposed to come out 4 years ago. They kept reshooting and reshooting and reshooting because shit was changing. So Diana was in it, but yeah, they said Janet was told them, no, I don't give y'all the rights to have me in there. So that's why she's not in there. And I think her and Jermaine was going back and forth. She said she thought Jermaine was doing this as a springboard for his kid. But whatever. I mean, shit. I'm sure the kid loved his
Hold,
uncle.
hold
Yeah,
up, hold up.
No,
This is point of views from people we haven't seen it yet. So, but
yeah.
what the fuck are we talking about springboard when all of them use Michael as a springboard after the Jackson Five, of course.
come on. I don't really think Janet did, to be honest. Because
I
Janet
tell you
was
what,
doing something. Janet was doing something that they wasn't doing. Janet was acting. Mike and
I
they weren't
understand.
doing that.
But her last name was Jackson. And that's how
But
she got
I
that role on
mean,
Good Times.
Exactly,
but
exactly.
that's from all the brothers. But that's from all the brothers. That's from the Jackson Five. Michael, when she got on Good Times, Michael wasn't that dude like that at that time.
Mike was
Yeah,
that
he was.
dude
The
in the
Jackson
Jackson
5 were. Yeah.
Five.
Yeah,
The
but that
Jackson
was,
5 were.
but that still was group shit. Mike wasn't Mike, yo. Like, don't act like Mike
Nah,
Five was
I
Mike.
mean,
Nah.
nah. I can't give you that because my
Mike was not
even
Mike.
yes, it was a group, but
But
Mike wasn't what he became at that time.
right,
But Mike, no, but Michael was the guy of that group. Like he was the one.
I'm
Yeah, it
talking
wasn't
about
Marlon.
he was the one in that group.
It
But I'm talking about he
wasn't
wasn't
Count
that
Chocolate either.
he wasn't that dude in the spaces that Janet could get good times off of Mike.
Yes,
No.
Of course you
yes,
did. Of course you could have, man. The Jackson Five were a group of black kids, and Good Times was a black show. Why not have
But that
one of
wasn't
the
off of Mike.
Jackson familia
Yeah,
in
but
there?
that wasn't
Norman
off
Lear
of
saw
Mike.
that.
That was off of the group and Joe
Oh
and the
man,
management and all of that. And she was cute.
true. I mean, Joe was putting belt to ass and got them where they at, but
Eh,
um,
what up, Lou?
you know, Norman Lear was no dummy. He said, "Oh, there's another
Exactly,
Jackson kid."
exactly.
yeah, but I
Oh,
mean,
Now, no, now, so to what you're saying, Tyrone, to what you're saying, did she carve her own path? Absolutely. And she was able to set herself apart from. But let's not get this shit twisted. Mike being Mike, even off the Jackson Five, had a lot to do with it. I guarantee you, if they didn't have a, if I mean, if they didn't have a Michael in the Jackson Five, there probably wouldn't have been a Jackson Five cartoon.
mm.
I'm bold enough to say that much. I'm just saying Mike was that one. He was that one of one that just stood out. I'm sure some of the brothers was jealous as fuck too.
Oh yeah.
But Mike was that dude. Mike definitely was that dude. Mike definitely had to be that dude, man. But again, I was gonna say like we still got Flex Alexander's one to go
Oh
back on.
no, I'm saying
Jesus.
Mike had no. I
Why
guess
you
what
had to
I'm
bring
saying
that
is
up,
that
dog?
It's
Oh
just
I'm,
like we
I'm
man.
got- we got Michael Jordan biopics too.
Yeah. Oh, those are bad. Yeah, I forgot about that shit. Damn. That and that's the only thing I never liked with Harrison when he played Jimi Hendrix, man. Y'all see that one?
listen,
I no, I don't think I've seen
Ooh,
that one.
Christ. Ooh, ooh,
but listen,
ooh, Christ. Go ahead, Ty.
but listen though, it's this is my thing. And I get this from Ghostface, right? Ghostface said that he wasn't mad at River for doing that show on Hulu, and he wasn't mad about the show, and he was glad that the show came out because it was allowed to like showcase Wu Tang to a new generation of people who, younger generation who might
You
not have listened
damn
to it or
right.
heard of it back
I
then, right?
still haven't seen that either, but
But what
to what I've
Ghostface
seen
said
is
was,
it's shown pieces of them for real, like not
but
just the stage shit.
but what Ghostface's argument was that if you're going to do a show or a biopic or anything about a person that's still the fuck alive, you need to talk to that person. And he said that they never talked to him. He said they never talked to him, they never consulted him, he didn't do an interview or nothing. So he said, so they depicted him in that show the whole time based off of what they heard from other people when he was
Yes.
Yeah,
alive.
from RZA's story, which
And
I
he could
agree
have
with.
got called.
I
And
agree.
he
And
could
I
which
have.
agree with that.
absolutely agree with
So,
that. And the other thing is they
so,
have a better responsibility, Ty, because when you're doing a bio series, now you have to get it all right because you have the time and the space to get it all right. It's not like you don't have the
Right.
confines
Right.
of a movie. But go ahead, Ty.
so my thing is, for me, I know Mike's not alive, but you're making a biopic off of general information, or like because I feel like if you're going to do a biopic these days, I'm gonna have if that person's still alive, I'm gonna do it like there's going to be like a documentary or something that it comes from, or if the person's not alive, I would have did a thing where I would have there would have been an interview with the whole family like a docu thing with the whole family that buyout would come from, so I can say, hey, this is not based off of speculation. This is not based off of what we've seen in the media. This is based off of these people who were involved and who were there and who
Well,
told me these certain things. You know what I'm saying?
I believe that they got. I know what you're saying. You can pause. I believe that I think to my understanding is if not from a couple of the family members, they got from MJ's estate. And in estate situations, I would think there would be nobody that knows them better outside of family than people who control, said estates if they, but now that's as I say it, it's also like, yeah, but thinking to myself, questioning, it's like, but were they even invested in it, or were they just invested in maintaining the funds of said estate? And I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
with MJ's situation is like there's just any old haphazard people that just own his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure it's people who knew Mike, and I'm sure that they sourced people who knew Mike. Like you said,
Oh,
Diana Ross was supposed to be in it, and allegedly they knew each other. If you seen what I was doing,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
for what I'm hearing, and this is what I'm saying, from what I'm hearing about the film, is that it didn't indulge into too much
no,
of Mike.
right, right. That's what I said before.
So,
It didn't indulge it. It didn't dive into personal off the stage Michael
right.
Jackson,
So
which
why
is
do
what a
it?
lot of people wanted to see. Right, right. I'm with you. I'm with
And the
you.
same thing, that was my same thing with the Bob Marley film. I didn't learn nothing about Bob Marley watching that movie. The stuff they showed was shit that we already knew, and they barely showed that shit. So I was
Right.
just
because
like,
you can't do that in 2 hours, man.
I
And
was like, this was fun. It was fun to watch because of the music, but I could have just saw Bob Marley live in concert and
Yeah.
fucking not seen that fucking movie. You know what I mean?
there's about 10 Bob Marley documentaries that have been made since 1980 that you can watch that will give you much more insight. You know what I mean? And it just that's just the and that's not against the filmmakers. That's not against the writing stuff. It just it's hard to encapsulate somebody's life, especially
Yeah.
somebody who has an eventful life full of milestones and they did a lot of shit. And they're like, there's no way you can do that and have it be good.
Right.
You just can't do it. Like, what's the joint
You'd
with
have
the
to you'd have to turn it into like 2 hour TV shows in a
yeah,
series of two
right,
hour
a
TV
series.
shows.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But that's
What's
why,
the one with Queen? That one, same thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Bohemian
yeah.
Rhapsody.
Bohemian
Yeah,
Rhapsody. I saw that one. I
same
saw
shit.
that
The
one.
Elton John one. Um, yeah,
the
man.
Liberace one was good.
I didn't even see that.
The Calabra, Night at the
I didn't
Calabra.
even see that. No, I gotta check that
Oh
out.
man, that was really good with Matt
But
Damon.
But like, see, like this is why I'm a fan of, and I'm gonna land this with a transition point into the next thing I wanted to get to. But there's a reason why the Richard Pryor one didn't come out yet,
yeah, man.
Yeah, cause who?
because and there's I just recently was hearing somebody say that, like, yo, the only person, and then when you really look at it nowadays, the only person who can play Richard Pryor is Mike Epps.
Yeah,
Like that, like because I listen to a lot of comedy stuff when I can, or at least interviews, and so, and it was like Mike was, when the word came down that they were going to finally go through with it, they Mike fully entrenched himself, and being from Indiana also, and kind of having not such a similar life, but a rough life upbringing and stuff. Like, he might be the one person that can match a Richard Pryor and master that shit to where that might be the biopic. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it's hard for me to like. I don't want to see a fiction about somebody's real life. And that's how I view biopics. It's probably why I still haven't seen the NWA one either. I prefer a documentary.
That's
This
right.
is
and that was
why
actually
this
okay. That was okay.
I
It
heard.
wasn't.
I heard it was
Yeah, it was
good.
okay.
But this is why, like, and I'm transitioning this to wrestling real quick, but like, I like the Dark Side of the Rings. I
Oh
watch the
yeah,
Dark Side of the Rings.
those shits
They're
is well
really
done.
good.
Yeah,
They're really good. But when you go past them and go look up the real content from these people, the real interviews from these people, specifically New Jack. When I
yeah,
tell y'all, New Jack's one was crazy, but that was light compared to his actual shoot interviews and actually hearing the stories out of his mouth. Those
Man.
dark sides of the rings are light.
Bombs away.
But you know what
What
though?
up? What up, TJ? Real quick. Hold on, Tyrone. What up, TJ? All right. Old man's getting it together. Go ahead,
But
Tyrone.
but here's the only problem with New Jack is I've been around people like him, and my dad is one of those kind of people. And my dad will tell you a story that's a fucking lie in a second, bro. And it'll be bad too. He'll be animated, he'll be adamant, and it would be
Okay.
fucking not true at all.
I
So I
got
don't
you.
know how much you can trust New Jack. You know what I mean?
So,
Like, I'm
so,
telling you.
so,
Them
so,
motherfuckers know how to make shit up.
all right. So here's where this differs. Here's where this differs. And this is exactly where this whole thing differs from what you're saying. And I agree. There's always the brother on the street that knows how to add that little sauce to the story. New Jack shit was on video. We seen him keep the guy in the headlock, take the joint out of his freaking pants leg, and 9 times him. And then the nigga got away with it in court.
Yeah,
The
man.
problem is, again, we seen it on video.
We seen what New
Actually,
Jack did. We
we
seen it.
seen it. Exactly, Jamal. We seen him beat Gypsy Joe in the head with a fucking metal baseball bat and was trying to hit home runs. Sorry for the Denzel fingers, but but yo, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Like I fucking love New Jack, man. I love rest in peace to Jerome Young, man. But I fucking love New Jack. I study that motherfucker's shit like there's no other business. And them fucking stories were on video. Jamal just quoted the bombs away. We seen him try to take Vic Grimes' fucking life
Yeah, but the,
in a match.
yeah,
You
but
ain't gonna
Man.
need him.
we saw what happened. We saw what happened, but the stories of how it happened, who made it happen, and all the intricacies of it could be a lie, bro. It could
Nah.
be.
Well, when the little dude came out and said he made good spaghetti, that's subjective. Because not everybody makes good spaghetti. But TJ got his audio. What up?
What up, guys? How y'all doing?
He here,
What's
you
Just
ain't
going
miss
on?
much.
I just came back from basketball. I was running a little late. I apologize. First day back, and I'm feeling like I haven't played in 4 months because I haven't. So I'm here.
Well, you mean 4 years?
Vibes are the vibes are what they are at this point.
Mm.
Yep.
So
10 million
that's
or
it.
100
I don't know
million.
where you're at, what y'all talked about.
Well, I'm about to move on, but after
So
Lou talking, Lou said Flex Alexander yelling, "It's Armageddon," and running
Yeah.
into the panic room with the teddy bear will never not be funny. we was talking we were talking about how like everybody was mentioning like they wanted to see the Michael Jackson movie. We was briefly just talking biopics and shit like that. But I specifically ended with the New Jack thing because I wanted Tyrone's opinion and if anybody else has been aware of what's been going on in I'm not saying the wrestling space, in the WWE space. The new day not renewing their contracts with the WWE. Word is because TKO wanted to offer them much less money than what they're getting
Mm.
paid now. What's your
Yeah,
thoughts about that?
my thoughts is they should have took the money. And I know that a lot of people don't agree with that, and I know that people are saying, "Oh, WWE is a bad product right now," and all this and all that. But New Day is tainted anyway for me. They're tainted anyway. They don't. Big E can't possibly ever wrestle again, so he's out. Xavier Woods has been injured constantly over the past few years, so he's kind of in and out. The tag team, the tag team division in WWE is trash anyway. And so them being the tag team in WWE really doesn't hold no weight, really doesn't mean nothing. And Kofi, we saw what happened with Kofi Mania. It went over well when it first happened, but WWE didn't like it. And TKO definitely is not going to push him again as a singles thing. So what do? And I know it feels disrespectful, but from a business standpoint, TKO is saying, hey, we can't continue to we can't honor these contracts for dudes that's not bringing in no money, for dudes that's not getting no storylines, for dudes that can't stay healthy, for dudes that we can't push our agendas on. We can't push to the top of the roster. We can't put in main events. We can't do nothing with the New Day. So for TKO to say, hey, listen, we can't really use you guys how we, for what we need for the money. So here's what we're going to do. You guys can stay if you restructure your contract. They bet on themselves, but what are they going to do now? Are they going to go run into AEW, or are they going to go running back to the Indies to make way less money? Like, I feel like at this point in my career, if I'm Kofi Kingston or one of them, I'm just going to ride out what I got to ride out and make as much money as I can.
And so that's why I definitely was the one pointing the finger up and saying me why I disagree with you saying, yo, just take whatever they're giving you and just stay there. If you are as popular as them and you are walking away, and if you want to stay in the wrestling business, the wrestling universe is the biggest it's ever been. They can go explore their options, and they definitely don't have to carry, they're not going to be able to carry them same names because it's fine. Those were WWE created names. Let them have them shits. But you can now, your faces are so cemented. Y'all are legacy characters from the WWE. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. One of their greatest tag teams that they've ever propped up, ever, ever. Freebird rules, no Freebird rules. Those guys are absolute legends. Why not now go take that legendary status and go make money everywhere and go do some of the dream work that you wanted to do? Go to Japan, work Japan, do what everybody else always immediately says, go to AEW. They actually have tag teams over there. And especially with the Motor City Machine Guns, with the WWE hired just to hoard talent, and then they released them too. Jeff Cobb too released hoarding talent, released them. These guys can, if they love the wrestling and still want to do the wrestling, the opportunities for them nowadays are so endless that they'll probably make more money outside of the WWE. Just like when Matt Cardona left, well, was fired or released or whatever, left and was making way more money independently. Yes, you have to put in the work to do it, but he was making way more money independently than he ever did under the WWE
So, so what's to say about the point that he jumped as soon as they made him another offer, he jumped right back on the ship?
because the offer was probably better. And you went out, proved your this because it's what all right, let's put it in simpler WWE perspective, Tyrone. What did Vince do with Drew McIntyre? He told him to go out and fix yourself. Go out and explore a little bit, get better, and come back. There'll be a place for you, but go make yourself undeniable. And that's what a Matt Cardona did. I don't say the same for CM Punk because
Man,
that's just hypocrite shit, in my opinion. That's hypocritical
but
shit. You used AEW to bring you back to the love of what you did. You know what I'm saying? But then you go back because you had a bitch fit because Tony was giving you what you want, but it still wasn't 100% of what you want. I'll
bro,
digress on that.
I don't I
These
don't believe.
guys have the opportunity to go do and be themselves. They can go explore other options in the wrestling universe instead of staying in the one place that is going to now shortchange them. They now want to shortchange them and pay them less money.
Um, Xavier Woods is not
I got to
healthy.
refresh to hear you now.
Xavier Woods is not healthy,
We
and
keep talking.
he hasn't been healthy for years. And like I said, Kofi Kingston, man, he's not a draw. He can go work the Indies all he wants, but it's for me, going from the WWE back to the Indies is a backwards move unless you're somebody that maybe has aspirations of coming back, or unless you don't care no more. So I'm saying for them dudes, like, man, I don't know if they care anymore or not, but I probably wouldn't at that point in my career to be like, oh,
Uh,
I'm going to go make a name for myself now. It's been a
No,
long
no,
time.
no.
New Day is their name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. And I'm not saying that they need to go make a name for themselves. They're,
What
I
then?
said it before. I said it before. Their names are already cemented.
So
Now
what do
they
they
can
do?
tour. Now they can tour the world and pretty much kind of cash out and make as much money as they can in other places, more than what they were trying to renew them for.
I feel like Xavier Woods, because of his injury status, and he's been injured for years, knows that WWE ain't got much for him. He can cash out with whatever they offer him and just chill, dude. Not have to put that
Yeah,
shit in his
all of, I
body.
mean,
Not have to
both of
worry about
them.
shit.
And that's why and that's why I lead with the saying of, if they want to keep wrestling,
Yeah.
I want to see them brothers go live life and do what they do. They're cemented. They're legends. They're legacy acts. They're cemented already. Go
Now,
live life and explore the rest of the world, because there's so much shit. I mean, there's shit that they can do without even touching wrestling again if they wanted to. Both of
now,
them. Both of them. You know what I'm saying? But I just
now,
wanted to hear what your points of view was on that.
but on the other side of it, for all them people that are out here going, oh, I'm so sad to see what WWE is doing to the New Day. I'm so sad to see that they're released. I'm not sad that they're released, because if they do want to still wrestle, if they do still have that desire, if they do still have all of that, then it's a good thing that WWE released them. The sad part is what WWE was doing with them while they were still there. One of the greatest tag teams in history are in a company that doesn't even care about tag team wrestling, doesn't even have competition for them, and put a white boy with them that should basically be fired himself, and had them in all these dumbass fucking programs, dumbass shit. They were almost becoming embarrassing with what WWE was doing with them. So if it ain't about the money and they still got passion for wrestling, then anybody who says they really care about New Day, really enjoy them, was really fans of them, should be happy that they got an opportunity to leave a company that wasn't doing shit with them.
And that was one of the points that I was making in recent conversations about this. If you claim to be fans of the wrestlers, then be fans of the wrestlers. And I can call them wrestlers again because the WWE don't call their people wrestlers. So that's that. But if you are fans of them, be happy for them, because they can now, if they want to still wrestle, they can now go explore the universe freely. There's over 100 plus companies out there. Over 100 plus. Their name will ring bells in any place that they were to go to, even if it's for a single day appearance. They will ring bells wherever they go. They will bring in said little company here and there. They will bring them so much money because people will now be able to see them, oh, at a much more affordable rate too.
Mm,
Yeah, right, right.
At a far
mm.
more affordable rate too. Let's not forget that. TKO is in a cost cutting thing because allegedly they're in a $5 billion hole, $5 billion deficit. They're going to continue to be in the deficit. Keep being aligned with Maga. You're going to keep losing. That's number one. But number two, keep charging people 25 to 40 fucking $1,000 for one of your big four pay-per-view front row seats. They don't care about you. I keep fucking stressing this all the time. They don't care about you fans.
They
They
don't give a
don't
flying
give a
fuck.
fuck about the fan. They just give a fuck about the dollar amount. This is why, and I want to end this whole thing with this, Tyrone. I've said this. People was kind of doubting me. Don't be surprised if the Saudis soon have ownership of the WWE.
I thought they already did.
No, they got mega influence. They give them bags. They're doing WrestleMania over there next year.
Okay.
They consistently do Night of Champions with them. They do events over there. And they got the hypocrite CM Punk to go over there and do a show there. Man who said he was never going to go there because he didn't believe in what they did, what they stood for, this, that, and the third. I think even Sami Zayn broke his shit and went over there. And he was just because I believe he's Palestinian. He's part Palestinian. And I think he even went over there one time after saying, I will never work a show there again because they're that much against my people.
Money talks.
They
Money
got these,
talks.
this is true. And they got these niggas folding on their morals and what they stand on. I know.
I'm
We know,
I'm
Tyrone.
not I'm not folding on my morals, but I am folding on some things. But
But
you know,
anyway, with that being said, the Boston Celtics folded last night, TJ. I don't know if you're frozen
Yes,
or
they
not. Oh
did.
no. You was just sitting so still. I thought you was
No, I can
froze.
hear you, sir. Nah, they did fold last night, and it was more of the same. Live by the three, die by the three. And, when you do that, it's a recipe for disaster. They had no answer for Embiid again, really. So it's just like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys doing, really? What are you guys doing? Um, I'm not. I wasn't concerned who we got out of those two. We match up pretty well with both teams. Um,
They talking that shit
with
right
Philly
now.
being now, we got home court advantage, so that helps.
On both
And
in both cities.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
heard
we have
Embiid.
home
You heard
court
you
anyway.
you
Yeah,
heard Embiid.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really MSG South over there. Um, it should be an interesting series. Like, um, Cat should be able to. Well, first of all, Embiid's got no lateral movement, so he can't guard Cat straight up. He's not coming out to the perimeter to guard Cat. So they're gonna have to find somebody to guard Cat, and that's a mismatch already. Um, OG is playing out of his mind. I expect him and Cat to take turns guarding Embiid. OG seems to frustrate Embiid, so that's good. Mitchell Robinson will put clamps on him when he's in the game. We got bodies to throw at Embiid. You know,
you should
if we
throw
can
elbows
corral
at
Maxey into a poor shooting night, that works. And Paul George, if he shows up when he shows up, will be Paul George. But I think you put any kind of pressure on Paul George to like carry a team, he don't got it in him like that anymore. And our bench is way better than Phillies. It probably will go six, give or take, depending how the first two games shake out. I just want to see the Knicks. If the Knicks can maintain that defensive effort, the last three games they played in Atlanta against Atlanta, I really like our chances of maybe even winning in five as opposed to six. Um,
Yeah. I
we got to
immediately
crash
said
the
last night
boards.
was here comes them second round sixes. I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready for it. I'm ready
What's
for it.
interesting, Dan, that you said that, but Philly had a poor shooting night the night they won in Game 5 against the Sixers. I mean, against the Celtics, and he still won. You can't do that against the Knicks, not this team.
Not right
You,
now,
you
no.
no. If you have a poor shooting night, it's gonna be a long day for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Like
a long day.
my first thoughts was, as you mentioned, we have bigs that can just they can switch off and just try to give Embiid fits. Just make it a little harder for him. Number
some.
one thing would be keep him way out the paint. Let him
Yeah,
try to be a 3-point shooter all night. Every
absolutely.
game.
Let him shoot 23s and make 10 of them
Let
shits.
every game.
I could give a fuck. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Tyrese Maxey is the only one that okay, like he might give us a little bit of trouble here and there, but I'm not like I just look at it like this the Sixers. Yes, they beat the Celtics. Okay. I don't think Jason Tatum not being there last night
Would
made a
have made a difference.
difference.
What?
Like
No.
the way that game looked like it didn't look like it would have made a big difference. Mm.
I disagree with that. I think Tatum was all the difference. I
But you
think
were the
that
one,
Tatum.
hold on.
Why
You were
wasn't
the
he a
one in the
difference the
group
last
chat.
two
Hold
games
on, hold
before he
on,
went
hold
out?
on, hold on, hold on. He was the one in our group chat who said this might make it even tougher for the Sixers with him being out.
because that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because usually when Boston's up against the wall, they play a lot better. Usually
True.
Boston
Yeah.
wins when they're up against the wall. So I thought that Tatum being out was going to put Boston up against the wall. Tatum's out for a game 7, so I thought like this is when Boston actually wins. And also, the reason why I said that is because when you expect the Sixers to win, that's when they get dumb. That's when Paul George
Right.
doesn't show up. That's when Embiid starts fucking up. The Sixers always lose games that they're supposed to win. So when I took those two things into consideration, I thought maybe this favors Boston. That's what I thought. But when I watched that game, I realized nobody on Boston has the ability to create any offense. It's all just stand around and hope to get an open three, stand around and hope to get an open three. Tatum is the only guy that tries to actually create offense. Even Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is like, if I can't isolate, I can't create nothing else for nobody else. It's like it's over for them. So when I
Yeah, that's
watched
not
that
good at
game,
all.
so when I watched that game, I was sitting there going, man, they need Tatum. And the fact that they only lost by what, 8 points, I think it was? The fact that they only lost by 8 points with the way they were playing tells me that if Tatum was there, they probably would have won that game.
Jamal, a perspective of $600 million worth of isolation.
Well, that's the team they built.
Oh, Jamal may
And
be frozen.
oh shoot, can you hear
Nah,
me?
you good. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you good.
yeah. Um, they
Y'all niggas
that's
stayed still. That's what it looked like. It made y'all look
the
frozen.
that's the team they built, fam. And
But he didn't
they're
answer.
gonna
He not saying anything.
live or die by the three.
No, I
Oh.
hear him.
Yeah. So,
Oh, I don't hear
I
um,
him.
am too.
oh damn. So yeah, man. I think Tatum. They had a shot if Tatum played. They had a better shot. The Sixers are dangerous
Yeah.
right now because Paul George is playing really good basketball. He's playing that. That's the key. So OG and Mikhail are gonna have to um really put the clamps on Paul George. We're not gonna stop Maxi. We don't have a guard fleet of foot. And Jalen, not we
You
ain't gonna
know who
stop
plays him
Maxi.
good though? Deuce can keep up
Deuce.
with him.
So Deuce is gonna
Deuce
get a
can
lot
keep
of.
up with him.
Yeah, Deuce is gonna be off the bench. Probably the first guy off the bench for him and Edgecombe. Because those guys got first,
Yes.
fast first steps. But the Embiid factor, I'm not worried about. Mitch is even better. Mitch
Yes.
was giving Embiid fits last, and you're not gonna stop Embiid. That's it's Embiid. But Mitch was getting his head enough that he tried to injure Mitch. Remember that the last series. Mitch is even stronger and faster and better now,
Yes.
and Cat and OG. I'm not worried about Embiid. It's you can't let Maxi, Paul George and Edgecombe get off. You know, so it depends, but they
Yeah.
talking that smack now. They said they want payback for the Knicks. They coming in New York and they about to we about to about to upset the Knicks. So let's have us a series then. Fuck it.
Side note, I'm watching a bird try to take a twig, and it looks like they're trying to make a nest in my parents' porch, and it was having a hard time trying to get up. But anyway, that's gonna be Joel Embiid
That's what
having a
happens
hard
when you
time
don't
trying
have
to get up
hands and
on the
shit.
Knicks. Yeah, well, let's see if Joel Embiid can have his limbs stay in order to make it through the whole series. Like
So
I'm a big Joel Embiid fan, just
I
not right
was.
now.
Yeah,
I'm
until that series.
elbowing him.
Yeah, until that last
I'm
the way he
elbowing
acted in
him.
that last series against the Knicks, man, with the shit he was doing to Brunson and the Mitch.
I'm
Yeah,
hitting him all up in his stomach with
I'm
elbows and
done.
little sneaky little rabbit
Al-
punches. I'm doing all that.
We should put Huck Cordy in the game, and when MB
Also,
goes up for a rebound,
also,
pull on his leg.
he- yeah. Also, he had done wild, unnecessary flopping and falling to the floor of that series, and then he
Yeah,
would get upset that he wasn't getting the call. You a drama actor. You an MVP. Why are you acting like this? You're
Well,
some whining and a crier. So he's going to
here's
be
my thing: let him
being
fall.
crazy this series.
Let him fall. The
Oh, he
more
does
he
fall.
falls, the more he falls, the more likely he's injured. The easier it becomes for us.
he
And
does
I'm
that because
not
he knows
looking
he's out
for
of
the
shape.
easy road. I'm not looking
Nah,
for the easy road. I'm just saying that this man is made of Jenga blocks
yeah.
and topples over when the wind blows. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
topples over when the wind blows. What up, O?
Um, we talk about Edgecombe because he's a good player, but this is his like first taste of playoff basketball, and the Garden is going to be different than what he faced in Boston. And this is the real bright lights. I don't know if he's going to step up or he's going to fold. We've held him, beat him, but we also beat the Philly with George and Maxey and indeed playing at the same time this year. I think Mike Brown is going to be smart enough to figure Philly out to give us the best. Have more weapons. We just have more weapons. We just got to use
Nice.
it correctly. Now, if it's a perfect storm like it was Thursday night, oh my Lord, Jesus Christ, what was that?
Yeah,
That was the most perfect
yeah,
basketball I've ever seen a Knicks team play in my
yeah.
entire
They,
52 and two-thirds years on the planet.
they had them niggas on the Hawks ready to fight just cause they was losing.
Yeah,
That was
Huh?
that
man. That,
old that was that old street ball shit. Like yo, fuck yeah, yo, foul me hard again, son. Foul me hard again.
Dog. You know what I would have did? You know what I would have did? And this is egregious. This is terrible. This is real fucked up. This is the worst thing I could ever think of to do, but I would have did it. I wouldn't even let my starters go back out second half. We down 50 at halftime. I'd have just sent all the bench guys out. Y'all go ahead and go play. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, that's what you do. But
yeah.
also too, you sometimes go all gas, no brakes, and just
Mhm.
beat the paint off them. But yeah, you're right. That's not egregious.
I'm not
That's
talking
what
about
they
the
do in the
Knicks.
NFL.
I'm not
That's what
talking
they.
about the Knicks.
Oh, you talking
I'm
about
talking
who?
about if I was
Boston?
the Hawks, I would have did that shit.
Oh, the
Fuck
Hawk. Oh,
y'all.
nah, that
Y'all
wouldn't have
go.
made no difference. Yeah, that wouldn't have made no difference.
No, I'm just saying. I would have told the starters, y'all didn't even deserve to finish the game. Like, fuck y'all. Just let these young boys play, and that's it. I wouldn't even let my starters get back out there. You have no chance of winning,
Dude,
no chance of coming back. Just give it the fuck up. Some of
how do
y'all
you
some
go down
cowards. Some of y'all some
61
cowards.
points? How do you go down
Uh,
61 points?
I'm telling.
That's
Somebody said,
insane.
I don't remember the player that got kicked out. Somebody said that he just tried to leave early to go get some lemon pepper wings at
yeah,
Magic
that's probably what
City.
it is.
Yo, let me tell you something right now. If I was on the Hawks, I definitely was getting ejected. That guy on the Knicks that I don't like, that Jalen Brunson, he would have got stolen on, dude. I don't care about an ejection or a suspension at this point. I would have stole the shit out of him right on the court. Pat.
Okay, Miami Heat, PJ Brown.
Hey, listen, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
We ain't winning this game. I got shit to do.
Yeah, right.
Right? What was it? Oh, who was the guy? I sound like my daughter saying, "What was it?" But who was it? I think it was Bo Jackson.
Dyson Daniels?
No, it was the Major League Baseball. I just heard this story not too long ago. It was Bo Jackson. He intentionally got ejected from a game first inning to leave, but it was for with good reason. It was to go be there for the birth of his child.
Oh, well, that was smart.
Right. And the organization wasn't mad at him, nothing. They let him go ahead, do his thing.
Hey, man,
Still
Well,
Bo
showed up
knows
to work.
birthdays.
well, I would have left that game for some good wings, like you said. It don't
Yeah.
matter.
I mean, it was at one point they was up 50-17, man, and I'm just like, yeah, what what is
I'm just
happening? What
happy,
are we
man.
watching right now?
Because usually
Because
dumb
they
shit like
stole
that would
their
happen to the
show.
Knicks.
Yes, yes. I said that. I said that. Usually we're on the receiving end of some kind of ass whipping. That's
Yes.
historical.
Shit like
This
that chronically happens to the Knicks and the Giants. So I'm happy for
Yes.
once it was the other way around.
But you know what, Jamal? Them
What's
haters
up?
was real quiet last week.
Oh, yes. You didn't hear nothing.
Nobody had nothing to say. All these media dudes was backtracking. Well, the Knicks came out and did what they were supposed to do. No, they
Hey,
did way more than they were
And
supposed
let
to
me
do.
tell you what these suckers was doing. It was more we disappointed Atlanta more than the Knicks played well.
Yeah, some
That's what I
The
agreed.
read.
fuck
Yo,
out of
I was
here.
like,
Because
man,
some
boy,
people thought Atlanta could have had our number, but yeah, they was bugging.
who thought that? But yo,
Atlanta
look,
tanked the last game in the playoffs to play us.
yes.
listen. So Cleveland is collapsing. So now, is we all, is y'all all asking the Lord to bless Orlando? You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
Because
I
Orlando's
picked
a
the
no,
Knicks.
problem.
I picked
Orlando's
the
a
no,
Knicks to go
fucking
to the
problem.
finals.
no.
I
y'all want
picked the Knicks
Detroit.
to go to the finals.
Y'all want the
Dog,
Pistons.
we
Detroit
gotta
is
play
a
who we gotta
one
play,
team
man.
player. Yep,
Yeah, dog. We
yep.
gotta play who we gotta play. I'm not ducking nobody, right?
Nope.
We
You
don't
should be
play for
ducking
another. We
Detroit.
play who we gotta play who we gotta play. Okay, remember
The way they're
Celtics whipped
locked
our
in
ass
right
last year
now,
too. Celtics
yep,
whooped the Knicks ass last year. 4 games by 20
every
plus. What happened?
game, every game.
All
Yeah,
right.
man, we don't duck. But Orlando is just as dangerous as Detroit, man.
Not to the Knicks.
Man, we
Well, then I mean Detroit ain't dangerous. It's Cade Cunningham and nobody else.
yeah, you know,
Ah,
and the most
okay.
dangerous team to the Knicks is the Knicks because we know the Knicks have propensity to take
Yes,
2 games off.
yes.
Yes,
Knicks make shit more difficult than
yes,
they need to. They'll
yes,
lose game one and lose a game
yes,
for dumb shit. So, but this series right
yeah,
here coming up, this is the Mike Brown series. If this series is whether Mike Brown keeps his job or not, because the Knicks have to get to the ECF. If they don't get to the ECF,
yes.
it's hello Dan Hurley from Connecticut as the new Knicks coach.
Hey,
That's crazy.
y'all may not like this. Y'all might just appreciate this too. This slot, this I'm not saying that we're champions. I'm going with my normal Eagles vibe of one game at a time. But I'm feeling vibes of one game at a time. This last Super Bowl series of that one, the last Super Bowl we won.
Well,
I'm
your team
feeling
won
the
the
one
Super
game
Bowl,
at
so
a time.
you can feel that way because you had a recent Super Bowl.
No, but I'm saying the vibe of that one game at a
Yeah.
time. We just taking care of business when we need to.
Look,
Atlanta gave us an
the
early
Knicks
scare.
figured out the Hawks.
The Knicks figured out the Hawks.
Oh,
He
what
didn't
happened
figure
was
out the Wi-Fi.
is Mike Brown decided to run the offense through Cat, and that made a
No,
world of
I'm
difference.
good.
Yeah,
Yes, but you know what?
run.
This reminds me of Jamal when they used to run the offense through Hartenstein
Yep,
when Hartenstein was there.
yep.
It's the same thing, but with a better center because this
Yes,
cat can step out and shoot.
makes perfect
But
sense,
once
man.
the Knicks figured, yeah, and once the Knicks figured out the Hawks couldn't stop a simple backdoor cut screen with Brunson curling out to the 3 point line, we blew the doors off of them. We
Yeah.
blew the fucking doors off of them, and we'll figure out Philly the same way. Nick Nurse, I don't think is a better coach than Mike Brown. I do not think
I
Nick
think they're
Nurse
about the
can
same.
outcoach Mike Brown.
It just if the Knicks still have to defend that 3 point line, if the Sixers are dropping threes, it's going to be a tough series. But
No, no, no. If Paul George, listen, I think the Knicks got this series because Paul George is going to show up maybe 2 games, and then the
I
rest of
don't
the
know.
time, he's a lot
Paul
like,
George is playing some good ball, Ty. He playing some good ball right now, man.
no, he's very inconsistent, bro. And and he's playing some good ball against not good situations, bro. He had it easy in Boston for real with that defense, I have no confidence. Listen, the Sixers give me no confidence. I have no confidence in Embiid staying healthy. I have no confidence in Paul George being consistent. I give Paul George 2 games of consistency. I think that Embiid, after he played a full series, I think he's going to miss a game. He's going to miss 1 game out of this series, I think. So, yeah, I think the Knicks should. I'm saying Knicks in five.
Mm.
In five.
Mm,
I got Knicks in
mm.
six. I'm being fair, here's my thing is like, as I used to tell JP all the time, like I don't hate the Sixers because
Nah,
the Sixers, even
I
with what happened
do.
last year and all that stuff, well, you hate everything Philadelphia except for living there.
Yes, sir.
But
And
I don't.
living here is starting to, get on thin ice.
damn, Ty. Damn.
But I don't have hate for the Sixers because like when JP used to try to say like, oh, we're rivals now, we're not rivals. I don't, in my
Nah,
opinion, never been rivals. I don't have hate for that Sixers team. I would
that's like
love to
no,
see them finally make it one time, but let that be when my New York Knicks are not involved in any way possible,
all of that.
straight up and down. Let
Yeah,
it be when the Knicks are not in like the Knicks have to not make the playoffs, and I will root for the Sixers to do big things.
Wow.
It ain't
Kn-
making me
Kn-
less of a Knicks fan because I bleed orange and blue, but I don't hate the Sixers. I
that's like
don't
the
hate
only
them.
Philly organization I don't hate is the Sixers. I don't hate them. You know, and maybe because the fan base is a little different, but
Oh, a lot
um,
different.
yeah, you don't see that other shit with the Sixers. But
Come on, man.
They were smelling themselves. They were smelling themselves last night. I seen this little white girl
oh,
this morning doing a little dance in the middle of Boston fans.
they do that now. But
They didn't entertain it. They were sick.
the Sixers fans don't show up until the Sixers are doing something, which is why we're always
You know
able
Right.
to
what?
sell out half the arena. And I've been seeing Knicks games in Philly for years. It's a safe space.
I know why. I know why. Listen, Knicks fans don't hate the Sixers because mediocrity ain't gonna hate mediocrity. You know what I mean? Y'all in the same
Anyway,
boat. Y'all
eh,
friends. Y'all in the same
anyway,
boat
man.
together.
This
Losers.
man,
Y'all in the
this
losers
man,
boat together. So y'all got camaraderie. That's what it is. Y'all got mediocre camaraderie.
man, Ty. I hope you buy a box of stale Honey Nut Cheerios, fam.
Man,
Oh
mm-mm.
shit,
I wouldn't
I
even
mean,
wish.
man.
That's terrible.
What's
It
terrible
should be a
is
good
though.
series.
it should be, but
Yeah,
they
Go
feeling
ahead.
themselves though. They are feeling themselves. They thinking they talking about
They
getting
are feeling
payback.
themselves, and they have a right to because they was down the way how bad they were down, and they came back
hmm
and won. But
So they
this
coming
is
in with
not the
supreme
same Boston
confidence.
team of even last year that the
Yeah.
Knicks beat in the second round. So you just take that with a grain of salt.
But
But
I'm going to tell you, we cannot lose a
this
game one to them. If you
So
lose a game one, you're in
no.
trouble.
so
Yes, yes,
so
I wholeheartedly agree with that. But I don't think
another question.
Philly has seen this Knicks team that's playing right now in the playoffs either. You know what I'm
Another
well,
saying?
question though.
clearly
Like
we
we're
all
on a
just finished. We all just finished our first round, so clearly they haven't seen it.
Another question though. Does Boston blow this shit up? Because they spending a lot of money to be out on the first round, dog.
No, they need a center.
No,
They need a center and
no.
a healthy players. Yeah,
And
that's
what
all.
center they
That
get?
that's the whole problem. So you don't blow the rest of it up for what?
But
You still need
they
a
don't,
center.
because they don't have money to get a good center with all the
They
money that
it's
they
so
They
it
spending.
draft
sound
somebody,
so it
man.
sound. I was gonna say so it sounds like they might have to go to the old school
Yeah, yeah.
and
Oh
develop.
man, that's gonna take them two more
Just like when
years.
we talked just like when we talked about them Rams last week. Like they got somebody to develop.
But the same problem with the Rams. It's the same problem with Boston. They're in a win now window. They don't have time to fuck around.
They two
Boston
main
has
guys are
been
still young, fam. They good.
yeah. They're not
Boston
in a
has
win
been
now window. They got at least 5 years
Yeah, man.
to
Boston has
to
been in a
figure it
win
out.
now.
Not with spending that money
Boston
on Tatum and Brown. They spending that money to win now, dog.
I've said they Boston has been in a win now ever since they got them two brothers.
Right.
Ever since they got Porzingis and all that shit. Like they've been in a win.
Poor
They've been in a win
Porzingis.
now all the fucking time.
And it's starting to look pretty bad.
Well, they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and
I
get
tell you, who's
somebody
in a
that
win
they could
now.
develop.
Right. Go to the Balkans or something. A Turkey. Find somebody. And get to somebody.
I'll tell you who's in the win now, Tyrone. Your Lakers. Good luck
What?
against
What?
OKC, sir.
My Lakers ain't in no win now. Win now with
Good
who?
luck
With
With the
LeBron?
Kang. With the Kang. I'm rooting
with
for the
whoever they
Kang.
got left.
I know you hate the Kang, but I'm rooting for the Kang. And that'd be good for him if
Listen.
if he upsets OKC. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, wait. Let's go back to Boston. They can probably get AD for cheap. He'll help
AD
them.
or KD. Oh yeah. Well,
AD.
yeah. They're both
Yeah,
fragile, but
yeah.
yeah.
It's
They
the
probably
same
could get
per.
him for
It's
cheap.
it's Embiid. It's a better version. It's another version of Embiid in Boston. That'll be
But they
KD.
don't
I was about to say,
listen,
I know you
listen.
wasn't gonna say better version.
No,
Because both
listen.
the
I get him and
one
I play him
Embiid
like
actually stayed a little bit healthier.
No,
Hey,
look,
listen.
you get them, and you only play them like 2 games a week, maybe 1 game a week, and you hold them out for the playoffs. If he can stay healthy
That's
just for
it.
the playoffs, they can win a championship.
Man, with all the crying about star players not playing, you think the league is gonna have that?
He's not
I
a star
personally,
player. He's not a star player no more. At this point,
Who?
he's not. He's not that dude. At this point, he's on the Washington Wizards, and they don't even want him. So how much star power that motherfucker got?
So Boston maybe
he
get him
he
on the
got
cheap.
enough to he
Yeah,
got enough to turn it up somewhere else.
that's right.
Man,
Because who the fuck wants to be in who the fuck wants to be in Washington?
but
Who
but
I
but when
mean
the
in
Wizards don't
DC?
want,
Who wants to?
but when the Wizards don't want you, what's that say about you, dog?
They looking for something to the future
You know what I mean? But here's my
They Jamal, how long have the fucking Wizards been looking towards the future?
since the
For
70s.
since the Bullets,
here's but here's my latest
Since
point.
Wes Unseld, like what the fuck?
Yes, sir.
Don't
Yes, sir.
don't don't ever ever on this show be thinking y'all can ever bring up the Lakers again because y'all don't get it. The Lakers is championship or bust every fucking year, no? And so we ain't trying to hear
Oh,
nothing.
they've
I
been
don't even
busting
want to
for a
talk
long
about
So
it
time.
so why did you dispute TJ's claims of win now when it's
because they
championship of
can't.
us?
Because they are
What?
championship or bust to us fans, so we don't want to talk about the Lakers because they're. I told y'all when I don't have anything good to say, I don't want to talk about my fucking teams at all, and I don't want to talk about the Lakers on this show because they're championship or bust every year, and they don't have a team to win a championship this year. I
Well,
don't care.
perfect. Well, perfect. You don't want to talk about them now, so that's
No,
perfect. Um,
because it ain't no point.
yeah, well, perfect because because we can talk about Spirit Airlines.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Salute
Lord.
the Spirit Airlines for standing on business.
That's right. They say
Sad,
we choose bust.
sad, right? We choose to turn into mega bus company over fucking with you, U.S. government.
You bitch. Some dude, I think I sent it to y'all in the group. Some dude said Spirit Airlines was a dollar van with wings.
You said it
it's
was a what?
it's a dollar van with wings.
I never taken Spirit. I've never ever used Spirit before,
One
but
time, fam. That's all I needed to do from California to Trenton. That was the worst fucking flight I've ever had in my life, fam.
mm,
Worst experience,
but
yeah.
I'm sure it was a bad experience. But as it's been known, they at least gave affordable flights to people who could afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Yeah, a lot of flight experiences aren't always the best, but again, big hats off and salute to them. And I'm sorry you had to go, but to stand on your square and pretty much say, I don't want your government money because what the plan allegedly was the US government was now going to use them and
The
use that
military. Yeah.
airline for military planes to send people over to go kill children, to go kill more women and children, to go kill
That's
more
it.
Spirit,
families.
um, y'all want to give Spirit credit, but you know what I think about Spirit? I think Spirit said Spirit is like the Atlanta Hawks, man. We don't care. We ain't doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Spirit was like, look, man, we don't even want your money because we about to pack this up anyway. I think they was on the verge of packing up anyway. They was getting bad ratings.
They
They
was. That's why I was
they
trying to
couldn't
merge them
even
with Frontier.
they couldn't even sell $60 plane tickets. So when you're a airplane traveling company and you can't sell tickets, people rather pay $300 than pay $60 for you to take them somewhere. It was a rat. So,
Right.
so I'm not sitting up here
Listen,
giving them credit for wrapping up that something. They wrapped up something that was already had gift wrap paper on it. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, yeah, the government wants to give me this money and we want to stand on business. What business? Ain't no more business. Business is done and over with.
Business is done. Business, yes, business is done. Business is done. But
I'm with you, Ty.
why?
Like, I can't give a company credit that was gone bankrupt twice. Like, if you work for a company that's going bankrupt twice, the writing's on the wall. Get the fuck out of there. Look for another job. What you
You
think is going to
Bahamas.
happen on the second bankruptcy? You think they're
Right.
just magically going to come back?
I get
Hey,
Like
all
it
of
don't
that,
work
T. I
like
get
that.
all of that. But but
You know,
but but let's put this back into let's
can
put
you
this
hook
into
me up?
perspective real quick though.
What you got going on at Delta, United, JetBlue, Alaskan, some Frontier?
But let,
Can I
let's put
transfer
this
to Frontier?
let's put this back into some perspective though. It's when the U.S. government and the owner of Spirit made it fucking clear for those that are trying to, like the right wingers that are trying to spin this because JetBlue couldn't try to condense them and help monopolize the flight industry in buying them out years ago because they want to blame Joe Biden for something. But when the US government is making it harder for everybody to obtain the fuel to even remain in operation, yeah, the writing's probably going to be on the wall for a lot more companies coming soon.
you ain't lying.
For, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be on the wall for a lot more companies soon. But so y'all might not, but I'm okay with it.
Why the fuck would? Yeah, man. Number one, I'm not for federal bailouts anymore because bailing them out with taxpayer money and giving people handouts and they still just raising price on you and still doing the same. All you do is reward bad behavior. If they're gonna fail, let them fail. Somebody else will fill that spot and find a better way to do it and run a better show. Um, but with Spirit, that's about the best thing they did was tell the Fed to go fuck themselves.
But
Because they wasn't running a good airline, but them refusing to say, nah, we'll keep whatever assets we have and liquidate them rather than give these planes over for war and other shit. That I I got to give them a slow clap for that.
but
Yeah, make the government buy them planes then, if
Yeah.
anything. Fuck them.
it's bullshit. It's their way to make themselves look good and feel better about themselves on their way out. They said, listen, even if the federal government gives us this money, everybody gonna know that we was part of a federal buyout. Everybody gonna know that they using these planes for military shit. And guess what? Our service is not gonna get any better. And we're gonna be back in the same position in 2 more years. So let's just act like we don't fuck with the government and we're getting out now because of this shit. When come on, man, I think they just did. I think this was the prime opportunity for them to get out, and the only way they could stay safe, and so that's what they did, bro. It's
I
bullshit.
and here's that I agree with that on the saving face part. Because yeah, fuck you, Trump. That's
Yes.
really it's really what it is.
And
To
even
me,
yeah,
is fuck
even
you,
if that's the
Donald.
reason why, the fact is they didn't give planes to go kill kids. That's the end of the story.
That's it.
Yeah,
Like that's
that's
what I'm
enough.
saying. That's why personally I can view this as a positive. Yes, they probably like I said, I've never flown them, so I don't know how bad they are. But
Oh, they bad.
if they were that bad, he said, "Oh, they bad." But I'm saying if they were that bad, and this was how they had to go out, then fucking make a mark, and just stamp that shit. You want to go down in history? Go down in history for telling Donald "fuck you." Go down for telling Donald, "Yo, suck." Hit him with the old New York "suck my dick," or hit him with the Philly "dickhead."
Fuck out of here.
Dickhead.
Dickhead.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That ball is crazy. Get this crazy dickhead out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. Like, yo, yeah. I mean, again, they can be as bad as they fucking whatever. But I'm not gonna be that bad. I'm not going to be. And yo, how crazy would that look? Because this cheap ass fucking admitted they wouldn't have fucking changed the color of them planes either. So now you just gave a bright yellow target in the sky. You'd have probably just wrote "Spirit of America" underneath it.
dumb as dumb as they are now with fucking Hexeth, you absolutely right. He had me yellow planes. We gonna keep them yellow so they think it's lightning.
Right.
This dumbass Hexeth.
Operation
No,
Lightning Jet.
they would have asked Trump, why'd y'all keep the planes yellow? And he would have said something stupid like, because we want them to know it's us.
It's not yellow, it's gold. It's not yellow, it's gold. And I
It's
love
the color
everything.
of the it's the color of the sun, and the sun means power, and that's what we have.
Man, what a time for Trinidad James to come back. He should have been Trump's number one rapper. All
Mm,
gold, everything.
mm.
Mm, I haven't heard that name in a long
Gold
time.
all
That was a good one.
Yes,
gold
sir.
all in my plane. Gold all on
All in
Spirit
my
Lane.
prime.
But anyway, let's talk about this clown ass administration. Some more. We all seen they tried to spin another big air quotes shooting
Mm,
last week at the correspondence dinner.
mhm,
I mean, this is one of the reasons why I hate AI so much. This is just a piece. A piece of one of the reasons why I hate AI so much. One of the reasons I'll this is one of the reasons why I hate AI is because it gives creators the thought that they are graphic designers. It gives them the thought that they are editors of video and film and stuff when you are a prompt writer and in allowing a system that sources all of everything you want from millions of pieces of art and millions of documents, aka other people's work,
mm,
to say that you are a creator. Now, hit dogs holler. So if you find yourself in this, then maybe it is you too. Maybe yes, maybe you are one of those lack of creatives that I'm talking about.
Well,
Hit
hey,
dogs holler. But
hey, Dan.
go ahead.
Oh, I thought you was done. I
No,
thought
no,
you
go
was
ahead. No, I'm not. But go ahead, go ahead.
um under what you're saying, right? I'm not gonna say this creator's name, but there's a certain creator on TikTok and around that started coming out with music, right? And I was like, wow, I've been watching this girl for a long time. I never knew she could sing because her songs sounded great. It was good songs, and I was like, damn, I never knew she could sing. And then she herself came on there and said that she just wrote down certain points that she wanted to make in a song and put it in this AI generator thing, recorded her voice talking, and they literally made the whole song. And now she's selling that as music, as her music. She's
Right.
not singing at all.
She ain't doing a
Right.
concert.
Of course not. Which side note, another fucking side note. You see how quickly that whole phenomenon of the hologram concert and the
Yeah,
AI rapper concert thing, like that has not been talked about in a very long time,
it's dead. They did
which
it
it
for Frank
should be.
Sinatra and somebody else. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, they did it. They did it for Easy. They did Tupac. They did all that shit. But it just goes again. AI. You are not a creative or creator when you fucking use AI. You are just lazy. And again, and this is no disrespect to you, TJ. Yes, AI is a tool, but AI still ain't it because again, it's it just it and I say that because you mentioned how you utilized it for assistance and
Right,
it helped
right,
boost your situation and better
right,
your situation. But it's
right.
just there's too many people out here who use it on a daily basis
Yeah, I get where
to fool
your
people.
perspective is coming from.
For instance, and I'll pass it to you. Remember all the bullshit that Timberland went through about a year or two ago?
Yes, yes,
Because
because
he
he,
got caught out there.
yeah, yeah,
And that's why I can't get with the vibe of when people say, well, my brother KB, shout out to you too, but you are a victim of this too. You just said this to me recently. I'm going to get down with it while it started so I'm not lost in the weeds. But it's something that the way that these clowns have got
it's
it, it's not going anywhere. And it's still,
you don't
it's
like AI, Dan,
unless you're writing the
because how
code.
people are abusing it to make.
No. I don't like it. It's not because I don't like it because of the abuse. I don't like it yes, you could say because of the abuse, people abusing it for the situation that we're about to talk about, because
Right,
there's so many different videos that came out
right,
that are given so many different
yes.
perspective towards that situation. But no, I don't like it because it it devalues the creators,
That's
the
what I'm
people
saying.
who actually, it devalues the people who actually put pen to paper, or actually put Apple Pen to iPad and draw their thoughts out and draw their things and deliver the art from their brain and from their creative talents. It will eventually eliminate jobs from like our brother Jamal.
So I'm
You
gonna
know
tell
what I'm
you
saying?
what I
It's
was in
it's shit
California
like
for.
that.
The 4 days convention that was covering was all about AI, and we got like 2 years maybe before a majority of the workforce is gonna have some problems.
Right.
TJ.
This is why freaking Hollywood went so hard against it. I'm
These-
against it because it's lazy. And then I mean for the end of it all is, and I keep repeating it, I'm against it because it is super harmful to the environment and it's removing jobs from people.
So TJ, when
Yeah,
I tell you that this girl said that she literally had an idea about writing a song about her life, and all she did was go to like Chat GBT and tell them some of her life story, and
right,
Chat GBT came up with the whole entire song, hook, everything. Then she
right.
said she went into an AI generated machine, recorded her voice, typed in the lyrics of the song that Chat GBT gave her, and they made a whole record, and she's selling it right now on fucking iTunes and Spotify, and make money off of it, and it sounds good, but that's all the work she did, bro.
I understand that.
That ain't
I'm not
cool.
agreeing with that either. I'm not agreeing with that either. And she's asked out if they come with tour money because she won't be able to perform not one
Mhm.
goddamn song. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She'll have
Not
to sit
one.
on stage with a fucking computer
Yeah,
and let
or
the work
lip
do.
sync the shit. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
hit with fruit.
Pure lip sync, and that ain't gonna fly fast.
You know, Millie
So
Vanilli is sick
I'm
that
not
they didn't come out
disagreeing
in
with
this
you
era.
guys
Yeah, man.
on what how y'all feel about AI. I do see the benefits because like in other areas, like in the medical field, like what I do and shit like that, there's it there's a need for it in certain things that we do on a day-to-day basis that cuts down the minimalist shit that bogs you
So,
down, that you could focus on more important stuff without AI. So that's why I like
I'm
it.
okay. I'm okay with it if it was solely being used as like a research tool or something
Right,
to help make digging quicker for
right,
for information.
right,
I wouldn't be too mad at it because yes, it cuts the process down to probably seconds what it
right,
used to take us to have to dig through encyclopedia after encyclopedia.
correct.
I understand that level. But
then,
if it was only to that level, if it was only to that level, it still does eliminate jobs from certain industries because it takes
Right,
out the researchers, takes out the people who spent their lives dedicated towards building and great, obtaining information and giving
then,
theory and stuff that becomes theory that becomes facts or fictions or things like that. Like
right,
I'm if but those things don't need to also be buildings of that size or larger that have to take from like there's no streams back there or anything, but we're only a block off of the water
yeah,
or off Richmond Terrace. These data centers are being built next to lakes and rivers and shit like that, which is tearing up the sea life and that level environment. The most important thing that all of us need. It's
right,
fucking up water supplies in areas. And like I said, that's the base level of that's like the bottom of where I really like I'm planting my flag and fuck AI. It's
right,
everything else. It to me, it's more about the creators and the people who genuinely bring these ideas and genuinely bring the art to the world. It's
Yeah.
just theft. It's lazy and it's lazy theft. Now, mind you, I've tried it a couple times. I've tried it. I have because I wanted to see what it was all about. But I didn't continue with it because I didn't want to also be that hypocrite. That, like
Uh,
I said, that CM Punk, that I'm never gonna go to take the Saudi blood money and then go take the Saudi blood money. That's not me.
I'm gonna tell you, man. In the field I'm in, I hate it. I see its benefits. I'm gonna also tell you that I would not be able to survive doing what I'm doing without it, because what I need it for is as an assistant. Like, if I've had to write contracts, uh, anything like that, like that, it's fast as hell. Um, Cleaning up emails for me on the fly to sound more professional, shit like that. Um, that stuff I
That's
need.
the
The only,
stuff. That's the
yeah.
stuff that I'm talking
So
about. That TJ
Yeah,
is talking about. That like
yeah,
I'm okay with it if
yeah,
it was
dude.
just solely used for that.
I can't afford an assistant. I don't make enough money to pay someone, but I need one. And AI is the closest thing I have to it, especially since I don't have that partnership anymore. I'm by myself. I've been doing this solo the last year and a half. And but I also learned how to use AI because we can't stop it. So I might as
right,
well figure out, let me get ahead of it so I can earn from it if I need to. But what we all fear, it's not AI, it's AI in the hands of the people we know, and we know their morality code. AI in the hands of them is uber capitalist billionaires don't want to pay people nothing anyway.
right.
And AI in their hands, yes. And our arch enemy, China, suppose quotes, I put in quotes now, China, did they just pass a law stating stopping AI from replacing any jobs? It's got to be used to enhance jobs, but they do not want it to replace any jobs.
I
Tells you
am.
the difference of philosophy.
I'm just
Right.
a little
And
bit.
the job thing is big too because
Yeah,
yeah, now the job force is just yeah, I'm sorry, Tyrone, but it's the thing of like so now you eliminate hundreds of jobs for like 5 people, which then the rabbit hole of okay, you guys are rich, you guys control everything, you guys just consistently want the income of money flowing into you. How is that supposed to be when nobody can get paid to do anything?
yeah.
I'm just I'm tainted because I'm in my creative space and I write books and I've written songs and I've written, screenplays and things of that nature. And I really write these books, all me. And I really write these songs, all me. And I write these screenplays, all me.
For sure.
And
Same here.
then I see, and it's been failure after failure after failure, and I still keep pushing, I still keep writing shit, right? So for me to know that somebody has been more successful at this shit than me using AI, it's just like it's fucked up.
Sucks.
But they didn't put in the work you
And
put
see,
in.
AI blacked him out right when he said
They
it.
didn't.
Right
They
when he
didn't
said it's
put in.
fucked up.
I
And
and I get it. I get it. Like there are people. There's always going to be a bad side to whatever new hot shit comes out, and they just let it open like the Wild West to do whatever you want before it could get regulated or what have you, right? And that's the space we're in now. We can do things to start making it where, as you said, Jamal, put a ban on it from taking people's jobs. You know what I'm saying? And only enhancing the product. But it's like you said, these people aren't interested in the people that work for their company making their lives better. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
if the people in your company are happy and better, your company's going to be run much better. But they really don't give a shit about
they
that.
don't give a
They
shit. They
just
don't want to pay people. Period, man. They're just
no,
greedy
they just
bastards.
want the bottom line and the
Yeah,
bottom line alone. That's all they
yeah.
care about.
They
But
Right.
they want. It's never going to be enough for them. They can never have enough money. They can give a shit about humanity or people in
right,
general. And
right.
so, as I said, that's a disease, man. Being a billionaire, I'm telling you, is a mental disorder.
You got to
And
be a little off because to
it's
be
a
a
little
billionaire,
level of
you're gonna have
slavery
to step
too.
on some necks and take a few people's jobs or screw somebody to get there. You're not getting it off your
Honestly,
bootstraps.
no.
Off of honesty, yeah.
Yeah,
You crushed a few people to get to the top. Quite a few hundred people to get to the top. You
And
Yeah,
understand what
so
I'm saying?
I agree. But what it
That
is, what the vision that I see within all these people doing what they do is it's like a new level of slavery. Let's make everybody be dependent on us, but now you got to come to us and you want to work, you're gonna have to work for these pennies
no,
because they're gonna because when they realize that the machines, which that's coming too, everything being automated,
how's that help the
they can't
economy?
do everything. It don't because like y'all just said, they don't care. They
them
don't
niggas
care.
ain't caring.
But allegedly, this economy is doing great. Allegedly, allegedly, around the corner, the gas is fucking almost 450. But the economy is doing great.
Because there's multiple economies.
Do
That's
they? Do
that's
Stop
they?
that
saying
that's the risk.
There's levels to this
It
shit.
Yeah,
isn't.
this
Well,
that.
there's nothing like somebody having their hands on your balls and you can't do nothing about it because we have to live. We have to live, and so
what did he
we
say?
just gotta let them hold their mess. What?
He caught that. He barely caught that shit that late.
I didn't get the reference, Ty. My bad.
He said because when you want cheese on that burger, you know what you're gonna get. That's what he said.
Okay.
I'm
He
just
said
saying that.
everybody. Say it again. Say it again.
I'm saying that
You
if
said
somebody's got
ball.
their
You
hands
said you
on your
want
balls,
right.
you gotta live with it because you have no choice. We have to live. And that's why they can do whatever they want to do. You talking about gas being high, but guess what? If you want to boycott gas, go ahead. But you ain't going to work. You know what
I
I mean?
know.
Are there
I need.
Here's the
I need.
question:
I
are
need to
But
there
get an
you
any
ain't
electric
paying no
car.
billionaires that
bills.
have any
I want an
morality
electric car.
to want to make it
So
change better for the everyday
I'm
common
just
man?
saying, no matter
Bill
what
Gates,
happens,
but he also like Epstein type stuff. That's the
yo, I'm just
tell
saying
and
with a
Bill
this.
grain of salt.
and allegedly Bill Gates openly talked about population control. So no,
Yeah,
I
so
can't
Listen,
say that he's one of them that wants to do for good. There are people
allegedly.
that do want to do for good.
I don't
You
know if they're
know,
billionaires though.
'cause Disney, and I'm not
Eh,
saying that just from a creative standpoint,
I don't know, man. I don't know,
but
man.
we led down
It's
this
just.
rabbit hole. We led
Go
down,
ahead.
sorry, TJ. We led down this rabbit hole because of the possible use of AI within this alleged shooting video at the correspondence dinner.
yeah, it's trash. You know how
When
you knew it was
they,
fake? Go ahead, Dan. Do your thing, man. My bad.
yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to just wanted to set the table. When they finally released the video, the CC camera video of this guy, there's a couple things I took from it. You seen the guy go into the room. It looked like he was wearing a long jacket, right? But the guy that had the drugs there or whatever sniffing dog, that dog followed that motherfucker right in the room,
Yep.
chased him right in. The guy holding the dog, if your dog is reacting with that, how come you don't react with it? Instead, he
Because
just stayed behind and
yep.
had a conversation from the window, from
Yep.
the doorway, and then comes out jacketless. Who you marrying? Sorry, side note, my daughter just got freaking a prom dress and shoes. And this dress is worth anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000. Just got it for
Damn.
free.
All right.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
people giving it away, and there's people that were doing like a giveaway. You had to sign up for it and all that. So my wife took the trip with my kids to Harlem, all the way to Harlem, to 116th Street, and they
Dapper
just came
Dan's?
back for free. And they was just
Nice.
showing me, and I was like, "Wow, good
That's
stuff."
dope.
Nice.
But the whole setup of the video. And then you had the people standing on the wall that look like irrelevant security, hotel event security. Like they should have had the yellow WWE event staff security shirts on. You know what I'm saying? They were standing on the wall. Every other Secret Service agent just stood there. They just casually, allegedly watched this guy run through the metal detector with some long joint. Just just casually run through, and one person draws, then the others finally draw.
Yeah.
But
The person that
allegedly,
drew it looked like she shot the Secret Service dude.
and it looked like nothing was hit. You don't see no sparks come from the guns. But allegedly, this guy shot in the place. Allegedly, shots was fired. Allegedly, this guy had knives on him and brought his gun in pieces. How did you build that gun in seconds like that,
Yeah,
in and out the room? Allegedly, allegedly. This is why this administration hates that we are woke. We are aware. We can see the real in real time and make these decisions of what's fucking BS and what's not on our own time, Jamal.
that's right. Nobody's buying that shit. Nobody on either side is buying it anymore. Let me ask you a question. Every damn day, right? Police shoot and kill an unarmed black man, right? Right?
We just watched one get beat up in a store that's suing NYPD for 100 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this nigga ran through security with the dog. Before dog chased him, they didn't do nothing. Came out with a long gun.
Black
He
man,
was black
let's
man with a
emphasize.
gun. With a gun. Lick some shots. Lick up shot, right? And they subdued this dude without shooting him, and he's alive. Make it make sense, man. That's all I'm saying.
Let make this make
Niggas die
sense.
every day, B, right? Right? Isn't that what Cam said?
Make,
Yes.
Niggas die
This
every
dude
day,
is alive
B.
and breathing and gunshot free. And on
oh,
top of it, all the motherfuckers were shooting at him, and it was like G.I. Joe. Nobody hit him, and he was
They were
like 12 feet away.
stormtroopers. They were stormtroopers. They didn't hit shit, bro.
red and blue lasers just flying by.
we don't
And
even
they try
listen.
shit.
We don't even have to use logic anymore, okay? Because they downright tell us, okay? The president of the United States, a guy got into the White House with a long gun and licked some shots in the White House, and the president of the United States, who may or may not have been the target or whatever, his first response was, "Well, if the ballroom that I'm building, this won't happen in." That was his response. That if we finish the new ballroom that I'm building on the White House, this ain't gonna happen. And it's like, what? What? That's your response to a man getting into your place with a long gun, taking shots, and all that transpired, and your response was, "Well, when I finish building this upper wing that y'all didn't want me to build, this shit won't happen again."
He clearly did not have that gun when he ran past him. He clearly did not have that gun. And then he emerged with that gun.
Emerged. That's a good word.
It just like again, just like the Charlie Kirk shit. You want to tell me that dude built that gun? And all these assailants is alive, but you ain't heard shit about Luigi. You ain't heard shit about the kid who it's obvious this motherfucker did not, even if he did shoot Charlie, he did it alone. You ain't hear nothing about them. They trying to sweep it under the rug and move on.
Well, yeah, the Luigi case I think is happening. Like it's slow. They're slow rolling that case. The other kid, the other alleged kid, the kid who allegedly shot Kirk, I think they killed him or alleged. That person that they're saying did it is dead, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Like they BS us every day. They BS us every day. And like Tyrone just said, they just use this, which again, then you go to the room where the dinner's going. You got motherfuckers who ain't moving, and then you got the right people moving. The right people meaning like Stephen Miller, trying to run with his wife in front, mind you, pregnant wife in front, grabbing on her boob to try to get her to move on.
That
You
shit was
got
hilarious.
you got the most egregious. Now, this is where, if this isn't all bullshit to you, allegedly, we got them to keep on allegedly. If this ain't all bullshit to you, TJ, how does JD Vance get removed faster than the president or before the president?
Listen, all you have to do is speak to the people who were attending the correspondence dinner. They said it was the weakest security detail they've ever seen for any correspondence dinner since they've been going to correspondence dinners. When the president's in the building, they turn that building into a fucking fortress.
Right.
The building next door is a fortress. The building across the street is a fortress.
Talking
The
about he was
fucking
staying at
whole
the
city
hotel.
block is locked the fuck down. Nobody's getting in or out without the proper credentials, facial recognition, and a ticket. Like you are getting asked for ID everywhere you
Everywhere
fucking
you
go.
move. And you
Hey,
wouldn't have had event
The
staff
dude checked
security.
in next to somebody famous with the guns. That shouldn't have even been allowed. How's he staying in the same hotel?
The
It
fact
don't
is,
make
if they was
sense.
having it and the president was going to be there that day, that hotel would have been cleared. It would have been empty. There'd have been no bookings
Everybody.
that day. There would have been no
but
bookings.
Dan, I am going to push back on you a little bit because I'm going to say this.
Of
If I was
course.
at that dinner with the people who was in that room and somebody pulled out a gun, I'm not moving either. I'm going to finish my food because they ain't shooting me. Of
They ain't
all
shooting
the
me.
people in that room,
That's
they
right.
is not shooting
Yeah.
me, okay?
They're not here
So
for me.
I'm
But Ty,
cool.
he
I'm
didn't even get to
cool.
the room. He didn't even get to the room.
Nope.
I'm just saying, I have no fear in the room with the people that was in that room of
Listen,
being assassinated at all.
you knew it was bullshit, right? Because people were grabbing bottles off the tables to leave after that shit was over. Okay?
Dana White was up there cheesing, talking about it was awesome. I'm not running. It was great. They knew the fix was in. And then you saw old girl was talking to Fox News and they cut her off.
Oh,
When she,
shots
when she,
fired.
yeah,
Levitt.
when she said she got in there and somebody told her you need to be very careful today going to that thing. And then all of a sudden, like they say, oh, we're having some difficulty. It was live on Fox News. I was like, yo. She said, yeah. I was like, oh man, the plan was already in.
This was
The
just
problem
a
is,
poorly scripted. This is like the Ishtar of assassinations. That's
man,
what
look,
this shit was, bro.
yes, sir.
This is exactly what it was. It was shitty in the thought out process. It was shitty in the execution. It was shitty in the setup. Like you can't even sell the setup
And
because
they're incompetent, man. These guys are so incompetent. It's not even funny.
I think they replaced all the Secret Service agents with the worst motherfuckers. You know, the most lowest scoring agents they got in the
Of
building
course.
or on the
That's
Secret Service, bro. And
central
it's like
casting.
fucking
Trump
Hamilton
only likes
No,
Kumar
no,
guards the
no.
president type
Trump only likes attractive people.
No. Jamal,
Yes, sir.
Jamal, they hired your people. The
Yeah.
DEA didn't earn it.
There you go. That's right. That's true.
Real DEI hires.
Yeah, didn't
That's
earn
it.
it.
Cash
Yeah.
Patel is outside on his cell phone trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why aren't you at the command center trying to figure out
Cash
what the fuck
Patel
is
was
going on,
already
bro?
10 drinks in, fam.
Right.
He's already 10 drinks in. And
Him
he
and
was
him
mad
and
that
him and Pete Cake's breath.
that's right.
There was like,
The
yo,
only
you
problem we
fucking up
gave
my
it
high
away is
right
that
now.
damn dog. That dog wasn't at the rehearsal the day before, so didn't know who Cuz was.
They probably hit that dog with the newspaper. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
I was like, boy, you already know they don't put Benji to sleep already, bro.
Right.
That dog is gone.
Dog is like, I smell gunpowder. It's gunpowder.
Right.
It's coming from
No,
right here.
the
It's
dog, the
Oh,
dog,
no.
the dog hit him with, "Hey, Timmy's in the well." They didn't respond. They said,
You
"Fuck
know
little
what?
Timmy."
You know what? The dog is the only person that got the job right. The
Yep.
dog
Like
was
Right.
the only person that did his job.
Who
That
the
dog
fuck
is
is
Right.
up with
considered a
Scooby
loose
Snack?
end, bro. That dog is done. That dog is considered a loose end. They like,
Somebody else is done too, because somebody got fired for not bringing the Scooby Snack. They
Right.
supposed to have Scooby Snack. So the dog didn't fucking.
like,
Whoever
fam,
forgot
I
the
thought you
Scooby
told me
Snacks
this
is
dog
in
was cool.
trouble.
Yo, it's such a sham. Like it's like
It's a shit show.
they
It's a shit
they
show.
fucking
There's no way, Dan. There's no way somebody should have just took off 40-yard dashing it past 8 people.
son. How about nobody even thought to just put a leg out? Shoot the motherfucker.
A fucking banana peel, something.
Marion card his ass and shit.
Right?
Throw a turtle
Blue
shell at him
shell,
or something.
blue shell, something.
Somebody
Like,
leave
how
out a
you
rake
just
or
stand
something.
there? You see the guy with this fucking long thing, and you just
Yeah.
go like this, and then oh shoot, somebody got their gun up. Let me put mine up too. Come on,
The
son.
funny thing
This
is,
is why they hate that we are aware. This is why they are trying to control every media source out
That's
there.
right.
It's right in our faces. This ain't
Speaking of media
conspiracy.
source, Dan,
the funny thing is, I trip a running motherfucker for nothing. Just for the fun of it, I trip his ass. You know what I mean?
We from that era. We from that
That's right.
era.
We all
listen,
better than that victim. Shit.
speaking of media source, How are you up in arms over Jimmy Kimmel making a joke and now trying to get the dude fired again or for some bullshit? And it was well put. I don't know if you saw the clip with Isaiah. What's the guy's name?
Isaiah Martin. That kid is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
the
watched
guy
that
was like,
kid. Son, I watch that kid fry Magas all the time.
all day. So he was on CNN, right? And the guy next to him was like, Jimmy Kimmel. It's disgusting that Jimmy Kimmel doesn't have the courage to apologize. And Isaiah Martin turned right to him, said right to his face in a wild, calm manner, "When have you heard the last time Trump apologized for anything he's done?" Your man was like, that's not the case. No, shut him down.
Sit down, clown. Sit down, clown.
And shout out to that kid Adam Mockler for fucking getting in son's dude's face. That MAGA show piece of shit that CNN has. Also,
oh yeah,
I forgot that guy's
young
name.
kid be destroying him.
Destroying them. Both of them are young dudes, and they eat them up all the fucking time. But they never have answers. All they have is yeah, but. Yeah, but just like these motherfuckers again, trying to blame Spirit Airlines on Joe Biden, trying to blame shit like this. They probably tried to blame the correspondence shit on Joe Biden too.
No, it was Obama's fault. That was Obama's fault.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Obama
Because he black. That's right.
Yeah.
Obama did that shit for sure, 100%.
The shit just, I mean, listen, the MAGA cult, you ain't gonna change them because they'll believe whatever you fucking put on their plate and sit down in front of them to eat. They don't care.
It's not that they believe it. It's that they have to make us believe they believe the shit.
Yeah,
because
they're too invested now. Yeah.
It's part of their livelihood for them to act like they believe the shit and try to make us believe the shit. That's their job. Their job is to make us believe it and to make us believe that they believe it. That's what they're doing.
Nah, I'm not. They believe it, Tyrone. I'm sorry because I just heard a video a couple days ago. I heard, yeah, that's what makes them believe because they're in on it.
No.
I just heard a video the other day of this guy talking about how his parents really believe that Trump is over Jesus.
Then
it's called a cult.
But here's my point, right? And you'll understand this. Well, everybody understand this. The Montreal screw job, right? Shawn Michaels was in that room. Triple H was in that room. Undertaker admitted that he was part of that discussion with Vince McMahon and all the other creative people, right? But these people knew for a fact it was fake, it was bullshit, it was a setup. They knew everything about it. But Triple H, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels for years had to make us believe that they didn't know and make us believe the shit that Vince McMahon was saying about everything that went on with that. But they knew that it wasn't true. They was in on it. So I'm saying that some of the people that are in these conversations about faking and lying and all the bullshit are still going to try to come to us and make us believe the bullshit and make us believe that they believe it when they know. They was in the meetings. They was in the room.
That's wrestling in general. I still say fuck Vince and fuck Shawn Michaels for that Montreal screw job.
I say Brett deserved it. I say Brett deserved it 100% because who the fuck are you to think you're going to take the WWE belt to WCW? Who the fuck are you to think you're going to do that?
Listen.
Oh man, Ty, you part of the WWE lobbying team.
No,
he is.
I know
Alundra Blaze did it. Alundra Blaze did it. They didn't want to.
You going to let Bret Hart take your belt to the competition? I'm not.
They didn't. No, what it was supposed to happen was Bret was supposed to drop it before going to WCW. He was supposed to drop it in a different way, and Vince hit the Hulk Hogan and said, "Oh, ill." Bleh. Hit the Terry Bollea and said, "That ain't gonna work for me, brother."
No, you can't trust. Yeah, all right. Well, you won't believe this, so I believe my story.
It's the same thing like Dan said earlier. How did J.D. Vance get off the stage before the president of the United States of America? How? Trump talking about,
I
wanted to see what was going on.
I
told him I wanted to stay. Get the fuck out of here. You got no say in anything when shots are fired. You your ass is getting picked up and carried the fuck out of there, whether you like it or not. That's their
Dude,
job.
it's just like the pew pew event
No,
in Utah. In Utah. How the fuck are you just all of a sudden doing a shell around this dude? Somebody
no,
else dies, but you tell him, yo, clear out a little bit so I can get up and raise my fist. And how about all the cameramen stayed in perfect angles? They actually showed video of people positioning the camera people.
Yes, they did.
no, no. I'm gonna play devil's advocate again. If I'm on the
Oh
security
man.
team for Donald Trump and shots is fired, I'm gonna take my time getting to that man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna walk real slow to get to him.
He's like, hold on, wait. I go.
Just in case, you know what I mean? Just in case, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I don't know how many more fake assassination attempts he's going to have in the next 3 years, but I got to at least say there's going to be 3 or 4 more of these joints going to happen.
That's what
Because
he does. Anytime he's
100%.
under pressure, they got to change the narrative. Something happens. They ain't talking
It's
about
under
Iran no more.
pressure. It's under pressure, or this guy wants like maybe he wants like a custom record just to say nobody's been shot at more than me. And I think he's already saying that.
that's embarrassing to brag about.
That's
Yeah,
what's
I know.
Obama was
happening.
the first black president,
You
didn't
heard
have
him?
this many.
That's
He had
what I
no
just said.
attempts.
Yo,
No,
Oh, they did.
I heard from
He had the
he's
most.
had a few. He's had a few,
They just
yes.
did not televise it because he's not a whiny bitch.
And
Oh,
they
okay.
didn't get as close.
Yeah.
That's
Nowhere
the other
near
thing.
as
They
close.
didn't because Secret Service actually did what they were supposed to fucking do.
Shut the shit down.
listen,
You don't think that they are supposed to have intelligence on shit like
I'm,
this.
I'm
A
gonna
lot of
say
these
this.
people know this shit is happening before it's coming. What are we
Right.
talking about?
I know
That's
this
Right.
right.
sounds bad. I know this is gonna sound real bad. But you are a president of the United States, right? And you want to sit up here and be proud of the fact that in the United States, you've been attempted to be assassinated more times than a black president? Like that's crazy. That's kind of insane. That means you are terrible. You're like the worst person on the planet. Like there's no way around it. You know what I
Like
He
mean?
O
It's
is.
said,
just
word. Like O said, word. That shit is not it's not a flex.
That's right.
It's not a flex.
it's crazy.
The last person that was able to use a flex like that was 50 Cent.
But
That's it. That's it.
Facts.
And that's not a flex.
No,
I'm
because
saying.
nobody wants to stand there and get shot 9 fucking
but
times and talk about
Exactly.
I'm invincible and shit.
And
You
that,
know what
but
I'm saying?
it's just where rap was at the time. It was
Absolutely.
able to utilize it.
Right.
And but that's not getting shot is not a fucking flex. Getting shot at is not a flex. Surviving it is
I'm
a
sorry.
flex if you were actually being, if you were being pew pewed at. That's a flex. I live to see another day as a fucking flex. That's why my daily reminders on TikTok. On the weekends, I always say,
Sweet.
yo, stay out of lockup. I say on Sundays, if you're reading this, you made it. That's a flex. You fucking stayed out of jail. You know what I'm saying? You stayed out of prison. You stayed out of having any bad or harm done to you. You lived to see another day. That's a flex. Not I'm one of 3 presidents to get shot at the most, and I'm the
Oh,
one who
yeah.
survived. That's who
I
gives a
know,
fuck?
man, but
What does it
fucking
say
Trump's
about the state
he's
of the
retarded,
country?
dude. He's
Yeah, what
fucking
does it say
retarded.
about the state of the country and the security that you surround yourself around for that
That's
to
the
be
other part that nobody's talking about. All the stuff's happening. Those are people he employed and put in charge to protect him.
Listen,
That's a reflection of him.
how many of the security really want to protect him though?
whether they
Okay,
like
Maga
him or
do
not,
shit.
Ty, that's their job, bro.
That's
I'm
their
sure
job. But
I'm sure there was plenty of dudes in the Secret Service that didn't like Obama being in charge. They still
Dude,
did their job, bro.
there's people on Staten Island right now who would go fucking put their life
listen,
down for him.
listen. If that was my job, and it's a job, and I'm taking it as this is my job, I'm getting paid to do it. I promise you, when shots get fired, I'm gonna trip and fall down by mistake on purpose. I'm gonna
Nope.
just be running,
You
fall
will
down.
be out of
I'm
a
not
job
trying
the
to
next
do that
day,
shit.
Tyrone. you'll be out of a job the next day, sir.
Well, I'm glad
No,
this is. I'm
TBO.
no,
glad this is a what
no,
if
you won't.
because you black. He ain't hiring you.
No, you won't. You see how the
That
AI
part.
video is going to show. AI video is going to show that somebody that may have been part of the assassination tricked me on purpose to prevent me from getting to the president. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an AI video of a foot sticking out and tripping me, and they're not gonna be able to identify whose foot
You
is
better
mine
do that
because
shit before the event starts because you ain't gonna
Right,
have
right.
time to do it
Remove
after.
and remove and pay for full use of Sora. Don't leave the label on there.
Yeah, fam. I
Watermark your
think you
shit.
should be safe because this guy one, they're not hiring no black people, and your name is Tyrone, so you definitely not getting it.
oh
You
man,
good? And nigga, I'm right behind you.
He said,
I got the best shot. I got the best shot with my name.
Tyrone and
"Yeah,
Jamal
I
is
think
not
both
getting
of us
hired to
do.
Trump nothing.
I
Yeah.
got bad knees, so I ain't getting hired. You know, definitely
It's a
not by
wrap.
Pete
Also,
Keg's breath.
do you want to talk about what the Supreme Court passed with this voting shit?
Yeah, bring it up. Go ahead.
Oh, well, Uncle Remus,
Yeah, come on, Jamal. Come on.
go for
I
it,
know
man.
I know it had to do specifically with Louisiana. But go ahead,
Yes,
lay it out.
they
Lay it
said
out
it was
there.
okay to redistrict black people out of pretty much having their voices heard in that state. And, you know, what Virginia did a couple of weeks ago, what California's doing. I mean, this democracy is out the window at this point. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's remember, TJ, this wouldn't have happened. Look, there's two pieces to this.
Mm.
This wouldn't have happened if current day Texas didn't start it. That's number one. Number two, I learned that it was over a decade plus ago the Democratic Party tried to instill a thing to where you cannot do this mid, what is that? I think mid election or mid something,
Midterm,
mid
yeah,
year, mid year
yeah,
redistricting. The
right.
Democrats tried to put something in place over a decade plus ago, and it
Yep.
was the Republicans, the same Republicans who are crying now because they're about to lose more seats, who said no then.
That's
What
what I
did
was
I
gonna
say
say.
before, Jamal? All the time, people
So,
spite their nose. I mean, they cut off their
Yes,
nose to spite their
like
faces.
this.
what happens when some of these Republicans say, you know what, I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm voting for a Democrat.
It's already
All
happening.
those
They don't realize it. They don't realize that
the
this
redistricting won't matter at that point.
they are getting their asses handed to them in all these special elections nationwide in deep red districts. It's just that the bought off news isn't saying anything. These people
Right,
are the fix is in, and because fucking conservatives are fucking dumb at math, it always backfires. They never
yeah,
Yep.
get the math right. It
right.
always
Now,
backfires when they do this shit.
Now, TJ, we do have there's one on the Democrat side and that's that piece of shit John Fetterman who's pretty much like, yo, I'm out of
Oh, he's
here.
gone
So
though. Yeah,
he's doing
Yeah,
whatever the fucking Republicans say.
right, right, right. Well,
he's
there was
clown
the other
clown
guy
sausage.
too, who got caught with the gold bars and shit. What's his name? Manchin, or whatever.
Oh,
And he was
from
he was
West
a
Virginia, yeah.
yeah, he was a Republican in Democrats' clothes
Yeah, but they're
because he
both those
really
dudes is
didn't
out of there
pass
though.
shit.
So
He
yeah,
he really didn't pass shit while he was in office.
no.
He
Well,
didn't ride for the
I
squad at
still
all.
when we get close to it again, I still I think I'm still going to do the plan that was mentioned here, mentioned other. I think I'm gonna go register Republican just to disrupt, and I say it openly. I just to disrupt
They've been doing that shit, so why not?
and never vote Republican.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do it. I'll deal with getting all the mail
well,
and all the bullshit calls and the bullshit text messages. I'm gonna just throw them shits in the
well,
garbage
yeah.
like I do everybody else anyway.
Well, they try to do that anyway with the unions in New Jersey because the guys that we have to vote for in Jersey that are pro-union, those dudes usually run under like a Democratic ticket or whatever. But there were some Republicans in Jersey that were pro-union that we had that they wanted our union members to vote for. The problem is you have to be a registered Republican to vote for that person in that
Only the
state.
primary though, right?
Yeah, only the primary.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had to get a whole bunch of our union members had to go to Jersey and register as Republicans so that they can vote for the guy that they wanted us to vote for. And I was just like, you should be able to vote for whatever you want, no matter what you put on that paper, but it don't work like that, bro. You have to be
Dude,
registered as a set Republican.
people in my union and my old union, 831, voted against their interests all the fucking time. All the fucking time. These motherfuckers voted for this union busting president each and
That's what these
every time
motherfuckers
he
do.
ran.
Stupid asses.
Because they're too fucking stupid to realize. Just all you have to do is just look at what's going on a daily basis. Whether you trust establishment news or you just are on the internet, it's in our faces. This is why they hate that we are woke. They hate that we are aware and we can learn about them in real time.
But
They
what pisses
fucking
me off
can't stand it.
is the excuses they come up with to justify the bullshit. It's so weak. It's so weak. It's like a third
But
grader
what about
make an
Joe
excuse
Biden?
when they got in trouble type shit. Bro, your shit's defying logic what you're saying right now. It doesn't make sense. What do you mean the boogeyman came out the closet? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no ghost. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The
What do you
shit
mean
they
the dog
use
ate
to
your
make
homework? You don't even have a dog.
right. Right. It just makes no sense. And I'm like, I understand riding for your squad, but like, at what point do you say, hey, man, like, you know,
The
this
point
is, yeah,
they would rather see the people they hate suffer than actually have themselves do well.
right,
That's
Right.
it. That's that
And
problem.
they
That,
would
right.
and what they're doing right now, they're crying about not doing well because they thought that this wasn't going to happen to them. Trump promised that it wasn't going to happen to me.
oop, the nigga
People love
lied.
people. Yup. People love to say, "Oh, Kamala Harris told you, Obama told you." They did. The Starting Five podcast have been telling y'all motherfuckers since his first administration.
That's right.
And you
We've
know
been
what?
telling y'all for the decade plus.
Who's out there protesting no kings and all this other bullshit? Who? It ain't us. It ain't us out there fighting the good fight. It
Right.
ain't us.
We
Uh,
caught that show already.
try,
We told you. We taught
it
you
ain't us
lessons.
trying to figure out how to juggle shit now because it's all fucked up.
Nope.
It ain't us out there crying because this shit is happening now. Oh, I didn't think it would happen to me. Shit. Nah.
We gave them the
But
answers to the quiz ahead of time.
Yeah.
but
And
we
they
are
didn't
but
want to
we are
hear it.
so but we are supporting it though.
Of course. I mean, we
We're
just
not
saying,
boots to the ground like we used to be, but we are supporting it.
Yeah.
because it ain't our fight no
Yeah,
more.
of
We
course
didn't put these
we are.
motherfuckers in. Ain't our fight no more.
Yeah.
We told them what to do. We did our part.
Yep.
And like you said, the midterms, the whole United States could be red. And a lot of these motherfuckers is getting bounced out of the office. A lot of these motherfuckers are getting bounced out.
That's why they're gonna
A
try and
lot.
stop them elections for him.
Right.
And a lot
And
of the Coon clan too is just not going for it again. Like they're not gonna run again.
listen,
Byron Donalds, Mr. Gums in South Carolina. Not his name.
Oh,
Big Gums.
Riddick,
yeah,
What's the no the dude that what's it that looks like Dumb Donald?
Mushmouth,
Yeah,
Mushmouth.
yeah.
Tim Scott,
Yeah. That
listen.
fucking Team Gingivitis.
Gum B. It's mad gums B.
He lost every
But
fight with
then,
the cavity
so
creeps.
Jamal, let
Yo,
me
the
ask
funny
you
joke.
this.
Hold on. The funny joke I heard when is I see the meme. This reminds me of Tim Scott. I seen a meme yesterday. Some girl talking about I don't. This is why I don't fuck with black men. And this person responded said, "Yeah, because we don't fuck with people who got uppercase gums and lowercase teeth."
I saw that.
Fucking
So
Tim
let me ask
Scott.
you this question, Jamal.
Yes, sir.
If the Republicans, let's say they get the House and the Senate, how is Trump gonna go just veto crazy and not pass nothing? And then he'll say, see the radical left, the crazies are trying to stop me from doing what I need to do? Or we just gonna say fuck him, but we just gonna make it happen? Like, how is that gonna work? Because he's gonna be he won't have the power to do anything anymore.
Um,
Nobody will be
if
agreeing with his
if
shit.
the Democrats sweep both houses and we sweep those elections, and all he's doing is vetoing stuff,
Right.
and the people in charge are passing laws, and he's vetoing. He's already enemy number one. You will see January 6th Part 2 by the same people that did it for him Part 1. Except this
Yeah,
time they be coming to get his ass.
because besides the ones that got caught for chomo activity, they're all
Right.
free.
Yeah.
They're all free. And who said it's he's already let us know that he ain't gonna listen anyway. Look
Yeah.
at the war. Yes, and they even openly call it when they're doing all these congressional hearings, they openly call it a war when they know that for them to do any warlike activity, they were supposed to go through them first.
Of course.
And they
Well,
didn't because this motherfucker is just going to shake his little micro dick around however the fuck he feels. This is why, again, this is why there's an attack on it. Like, there's going to be a time, and we're never, ever, ever going to stop being who we are. But
no.
there's going to be a time where platforms like this and other platforms that we are streaming to or potentially stream to purposely take our stuff down just because we're not talking positively of him.
Oh
There's
yeah.
people actively trying to put bills in place right now to stop to do that. To do that,
So
to stop people who were negatively talking against him. And if the dude didn't do the negativity, there would be no reason to talk negatively against him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not
It
like we
keeps getting
even
worse.
wanted. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it just keeps getting worse.
right, like not like even we agreed with what he ran on. But if he was actually giving the people what he ran on, there really wouldn't be a lot more negative shit going on about him.
Nope.
If he stood on no new wars, what happened? He became a slave to Israel. If he stood on cheaper prices on groceries, gas, cost of living, and stuff like that, reducing taxes in a logical way, in a way that makes sense. They don't even have a proper plan that's doing that. All the tax bills that he did, we all told y'all it was
Where's the
only
healthcare
going to
plan?
support the rich.
Where's the healthcare plan?
This it's still concepts of it. It's still concepts. It's still concepts. Now, I think allegedly he did something recently that was supposed to be beneficial towards medicine in medicine, but I don't remember all of that to quote it properly, so I'm not gonna go there. But if the dude lived by his shit, he probably would be talked about a little more favorably.
Devil's
But you don't.
advocate though. Devil's advocate once again. Here I am. I do construction, right, TJ? And so what you
Yeah.
don't understand is when stuff goes to the drawing board, it stays on the drawing board for a few years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So whenever you hear it's on the drawing board, it means it's going to take 3 to 5 years to fucking
Es-
come out. So the healthcare plan is still on
Especially
the drawing
American
board right
Union
now.
work.
So the healthcare plan is still on the drawing board right now. He's work.
It's been on the
It's in
drawing board
progress.
term, Tyrone. It's been on
every,
the drawing board.
every
This is
every
first
week.
term, bro. The 3 to
Every
5 years is up, bro. This is
every
his
week,
second
every
term,
week,
bro.
and remember, every week in 2 weeks he'll have an answer for you.
Yeah,
It's just like Sex Panther. Sex Panther works 60% of the time, all the time.
the, the engineers,
I've been
the
using that
engineers
quote a
are
lot
working
this
on
week.
it. The engineers are working on it, TJ. Calm down. Calm down.
Well,
They
listen,
said that.
thankfully I got a job with good benefits. So
Word.
I'm not having to deal with shit that these people in the red states in the middle of the country have to deal with at this point in time. How are you a governor turning down government funding to help people get better because it was done by a Democrat? What kind of sick shit is that, bro?
Or how are you turning down bills because there isn't enough money going to Israel?
That's
I
in
thought I thought this was
fucking face.
America first. Y'all told us, right? They told us. Them niggas over there.
Yeah,
Them niggas
yeah.
down there.
Um,
They told us. They told us this was America first, right?
Make America great again was for us to be great to the other countries, not to ourselves.
100%. Exactly.
Them other countries don't even fuck with us now, though.
Dude, we are the laughing stock and they refuse to want to see it. That's why they come out every week beating their chest like we're winning this. No, the fuck we're not. I just seen another thing the other day. Iran was just like, oh, you think you're like we shut down the strait, but you think you're shutting down the strait? How about we're now just gonna take train? How about we're just now gonna utilize train to get shit to China and get shit to other countries? And they're doing that actively, and it's said to be damn near it's costing them half the time to get it over there.
like Jamal said earlier, Canada and Mexico made a deal on the side and said, "Fuck the United States. We don't have to go through the United States.
And they're
We're just
taking a
gonna go
boat right
around.
around.
We're gonna
That's
go
it.
around and over. That's all we're
Yeah.
gonna do.
Just
That's
like
what we're gonna do."
Canada said, fuck the US. We're just gonna deal with India directly. We don't need you in the middle no more. Like I said last week every time we keep talking about this shit, the real experts on these things and policy changes and stuff like that are talking about how this guy set this country back 45 to 50 plus years to where we are damn near unrecoverable with all the relationships that are getting fucked up. We are damn near unrecoverable. But
No, we're
America
not.
first.
No, we're not.
But
Because
America first.
all them countries that we owe money to with that $1 trillion debt, when after Trump's gone, we can just say, hey, listen, bro, look, double that debt up and forgive us. Double that debt up and
Well,
and forget everything.
I think if we get somebody, because I have no faith in the Democratic Party anymore, because they really ain't putting people out there that I can see who's going to be a president in the next 2.5, 3 years from now, or whatever is left. And I'm just like, of course, everybody's going to want to rip up everything this man did and start over from scratch. That's where we gotta shake up the etch a sketch. You know what I'm saying? We gotta
Dude,
shake up the etch a sketch.
Joe Biden spent 4 years cleaning up his fucking mess and had us on the right track.
We're gonna need a 2-term president for sure. We're gonna need a 2-term president to get us back, and then another 2-term president to pull us forward. You understand what I'm saying? And reestablish these relationships. Hire the competent people back that they fired and let go, if they even want to come back. You understand what I'm saying?
And you know what's
And
crazy?
right the ship and build it back to somewhat of respectability at this
And
point.
you want to know what's crazy about your opinion? And we could cap the show with this. It's gonna take a woman. And I don't say that crazy like it's some far-fetched idea. But when you think about many of people's lives, and especially certain men's lives and things like that, women are the ones that are usually doing the uplifting. Women
You
are
know
usually the
what?
ones that are doing all the cleanup. And I would even dare to say specifically, it might take a black woman to really, because when you look at the
But
Iran situation, they're not fucking with us.
nope.
This ain't against, and they openly say
No,
it. This ain't
They
against
openly
people
say
that
that
look
shit.
like us.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Jamal broke his
If
chair. That's why he went off camera.
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
gonna
That
lie,
shit,
if you
nigga,
say
I sat down and that shit said complaint.
I ain't gonna lie though, if you saying it's gonna take a black woman, a strong black woman, I ain't gonna lie. I'll put my hand up to vote for Candace Owens. I ain't even gonna lie. Candace Owens
and
ain't
that
Oh my God.
and that's
Cut
the
him
fucking
off.
show.
Cut him
That's
off.
it.
Cut him
We're
off.
over.
Cut his
I'm
It's
mic
just
off.
saying
over.
she's a tough cookie, man.
TJ, you know what to do.
She's a tough cookie.
TJ, you know what to do.
And she cute.
Yo, sorry,
and
I
I
was
still
late.
think
She's a cookie, all right.
I hit that.
I know you would.
Oh my God.
Don't say that too loud from your closet, Tyrone. You're ready to
Hey,
smash.
yo.
And this, not
Hey.
me, but I know somebody else would. Like the Great House song said, TJ.
Hey, come in.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead. Step over my joke.
come in live next week from the car.
But now, like the Great House song from back in the day once said, I could see some guy doing it. I'll beat that bitch with a bat. I'll beat that bitch with a bat. Fuck out of here. Nah, no, I don't have no real hate towards Candace Owens. I'm just
She fighting a fight. They coming for her right now.
She's every brother
fighting the
ain't your
leopards.
brother.
That's
She's
right.
every brother ain't your brother, and that's where I stand on it. I don't want to see no black person get harmed.
She's not. But she's on the other side of Maga right now, though.
That's right. They coming for her ass, bro.
Right
She out in the
now
wilderness.
because she's actually been right about the Israel stuff, and
Not
that's
just
why they
that,
hate
it's
her.
the Charlie Kirk stuff that she because
Oh
she was
yeah.
in love with
it's her boo
that
thing.
man. Yeah, that ain't no fake. That she's real about that.
She fucking loved her some Beavis. But anyway, go ahead, TJ. You know what to do.
You know, the views and opinions of the people on this show are their own and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Man, this chick felt as good as I bought it.
It's all alleged. It's all alleged. Shout out to the Restore Order podcast, as they say. It's all opinionated. It's all opinionated.
You know, to each their own, as I'm going to leave it at. You know what I'm saying?
All right, this is feeling pretty damn good, man.
Jesus Christ! You know the first two initials in Candace Owens is CO. You can fill out the rest, Tyrone, because you.
My man,
Candace, if you're watching, I speak for myself, and it's not alleged. I would hit that if you gave me the opportunity. I'm here. I'm shooting my shot, and this is real as it gets.
In the back of a Corolla, though. In the back of a Corolla.
It's a 4-letter. There's a 4-letter word on the board. And the first 2 letters is CO. You spun for 500. What's the
like
next
the
letter?
O. Can I get an O, please?
Hey man, again, Tyrone, I think your name may work against you. Because I don't think Candace is messing around with no Tyrone. I'm sorry, brother.
No. I don't think there's a Tyrone in our family.
I think she won't ever call Tyrone.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my
She won't call him. But anyway,
Tyrone and the Jamal are off her list.
Yes.
We on a no-fly zone, fam.
So that name on the resume went straight to the trash, bro.
That's it. Yeah. And I'm with you on the tapping part. But yeah. Yeah.
Tap. That's God. The end of that.
Yo.
After hit the bar with baby girl bartender at. But I told her more wine mingling with no single mentions of. Stay tuned for more spine tingle interventions of.
Yeah.
My bad. There was an opportunity to call dude. Yeah. Sorry.
No, again, good show, good topics. Listen, man, like I said early in the beginning of the year, we'll have something to talk about every week. Yes, we will have something to talk about every week. And we won't have to work or think or try even hard to find something to talk about, especially with this administration.
It will right itself.
Yep. I guess when we come back, at least 3 out of the 4, maybe 3 out of 4 games should have been played. Maybe 4 games that will be played by the end of the week when we come back. We can really get into this, our Knickerbocker situation. Hopefully Ty's team didn't get swept by Saturday. So we'll talk about that. And Yeah,
He
it's
didn't. He didn't
been
say their
great.
name. He didn't say their name. You asked. He didn't say their name.
I did not. I did not.
Yeah.
Can I just leave it as a LA?
All right. Is it my turn?
Can I get another vowel, please?
But yeah, man, good show, great show, great to see you guys. Um, I got one more show to do next week, and then I'm out for the next two shows because I'll be in Cartagena, Colombia for my birthday for the entire week. And I might be a shade or two darker when I come back, hopefully. So I'm going back. I'm going to Cartagena to reclaim my melanin. That's what I'm going out there for.
Good.
That's what I'm going out there for real. If you
I
believe me.
reclaim my shine. I reclaim my shine. Excuse me. I reclaim my shine, people.
That's it for me.
I want to say, fuck this show. I will not be returning because the lack of respect is going too far here. Okay, and I'm not appreciative of it. All right. And no, it was a good episode, and I am very appreciative of the lack of respect because that just gives me more vitriol for next week. You know what I'm saying? I want to say to O, I hope you're still doing good with your recovery, and shout out to him for not being here. And I want to say this: the offer for Candace Owens also pertains to another Candace, and that's you, Miss Candace Parker. I'm here for you if you ever want to return to the dark side. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, go ahead, Jamal. I've shot all the shots I had. Oh wait, no.
He
I want to
wants
say one more
Candace
thing.
Parker to no longer be a vegan.
No, I want to say two more things.
He wants
Two
to
more
give it that
things.
meat.
I forgot to say. I don't like Kevin Hart that much, but Kevin Hart has a series on Netflix called Funny as Fuck, where he's trying to get a new comedian, a Netflix special.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Oh, they had me rolling, dog. Like,
yeah,
they're pretty good, man. I was laughing a lot.
Yeah, real quick.
And,
go ahead, go finish up, and then I just want to say something real quick.
And the other thing I do want to say is, I know I said I didn't want to mention the Lakers, but I do want to say thank you, R.J. Barrett, and thank you to the Toronto Raptors for pushing that to a Game 7 so that the Lakers could get an extra day of rest. Because they're going to need it.
So, Dan, I did listen to Venom.
Oh shit, yo, yeah, we forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah, I'm good.
We'll keep going on the shout outs, but yeah, we gotta do our album reviews. My bad.
I did listen to Venom. I got it about 8 songs deep. It's way better. I'm not gonna lie. It's way better than Oh God. The shit that I heard
right
earlier last week. But you said to put you on, I don't know if you might be familiar with these names, or like a rapper you haven't heard from in a while. Because I went down a rabbit hole after I was like, I can't listen to this shit no more. I need to get into some real shit. Sci-Hi the Prince and Nick Grant.
Okay.
2 criminally underrated rappers out here.
Yeah, we seen Sci-Hi live too.
Bananas, phenomenal. So, if anything, I suggest you brothers just go in. You can start anywhere with either brother because they are both good. Sci-Hi's last album was No Dope on Sundays. Phenomenal joint. He's about to drop another album in like another week or two.
That's got to be like 10 years old too. Man.
Yeah.
That's old now.
Yeah. And the man is phenomenal. And Nick Grant, young brother, been doing it from like 2017, 2018. I think he's out of Chicago. Brilliant brother. These guys bring heavy bar work to the game. Heavy bar work.
What was your album, Tyrone?
Busta Rhymes.
Which one?
You told him The Coming.
Huh?
I think we told you The Coming.
Yeah, and let me just say this. I listened to The Coming, and I did not enjoy not even a second of it. And then I went on and furthermore listened to When Disaster Strikes. And the only thing I came out of those 2 albums is, I like Rampage way more than I like Busta Rhymes.
Oh my God.
And
I
that's
love
it.
Rampage. I
Rampage
love
is a beast.
Rampage,
Don't get me
but
wrong. Yeah, Rampage is no joke.
I like Rampage way more than I like Busta Rhymes, and I was highly disappointed because everybody and their mama tells me about Busta Rhymes, and everybody and their mama likes him, and everybody was saying he'd be hard to beat in the verses and all this and all that. And I did not enjoy neither one of those two albums, and I will never return to them. If
Really?
they
You
were
didn't like a
nothing,
second of the coming, you said?
I did not enjoy any of it. Just tell me
You
a
didn't like
song.
Abandoned Ship?
No,
niggas
definitely.
talk
I didn't
shit,
like
then
none of that.
abandon ship.
Oh man.
I didn't
Niggas
like none
talk
of that
shit,
album.
and then
And then I went
abandon
on to
ship.
Disaster Strikes, thinking that I would like try to give him some redemption, and no, didn't work. So
All
no,
right,
I'm just
so
Yeah.
not.
Kerry,
And
I'm
Kerry,
this
just.
is
name drop.
this is
I'm just.
part why I was trying to tell you to start with ELE 2. And TJ was like, no, the first one. The recent one you might have, but that ship has sailed. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. Jamal, I'm gonna let you go last on your album review, and then you
All
can
right.
do the shout outs and I'll do. But I the that day after the show, I listened to Memphis Bleak's first album. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. What the album was telling me was, once again, like the Cam album, I understand why I did not fuck with it in the era. I didn't fuck with it in the era because at the time I was very heavy on, and I still to a point, but I was very heavy on your rhymes got to be believable.
Hmm.
And damn it, how many fucking drugs can you sell? Like, come on now. Like, how many drugs can you sell? I can understand if you sold drugs in 2 or 3 songs in your album, not every fucking song. If people were killers as much as they said they were on raps, all these niggas would be in prison. Just thinking about that era and the music in that, and that TJ, you froze again, or you just sitting
No,
super
I'm
super
there. I'm
slow?
here.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I'm with
because no, you look locked in again, like you was frozen. But but I didn't hate the Bleak album. I didn't hate the Bleak album. There's no songs that I can recall back to say, yeah, this was my joint. There was nothing on it that I could say that this was my joint.
you. Right.
Could I let it play again? Absolutely. That's where I've differed. I can let, if it comes up in shuffle, I'm not going to skip over as quick as I used to. But I
Okay.
understand the place more now than I did then to why I didn't like it. Because he with all the shit he was talking at the time, rhyme wise, didn't sound believable. But when he did do a song that had some sort of a concept to it, I was like, all
Killed
right,
you.
I fuck with this. Yeah,
Right.
he didn't kill it. I was like, okay, this is better.
He said,
But
"Hold
I
on, fall
still
back on that killing this
exactly I
shit."
slow it down. I didn't dish you, but but it was just like, okay, I can fuck with this now, but not 100%. It's not turn it off material, but I
It's not
still stand.
fabulous material, right? Where you
Yeah,
just gonna skip right
absolutely,
over
yeah,
it.
yeah. Which again, certain songs from Fab, I'm not skipping over because I actually like the songs. It's
Okay.
most of his R&B cuts that are on the radio, but
Right.
And
which I
breathe.
can't, I can't skip the radio other than no, I don't like Breathe. But I still stand by Memphis Bleak's verses on tracks as features. He knew how to kill a fucking feature back. Even back then, I was saying that much.
Yeah.
He could kill a feature. His albums just didn't do it for me.
Okay.
His album still didn't do it for me, but it put me on a better, like, okay, I don't hate this and I don't hate this, and I'm not gonna hate for no reason no more.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it, but your features still stand out far more than your albums do.
Okay.
Jamal, Snoop.
Yeah. So I listened to Blue Carbon Treatment. That shit was much longer than I remember.
It's a
um,
long album.
yeah, I appreciated it. I appreciated it more than I did, especially as I'm older now, and I'm gonna let my age bias show that there's so good quality rap now. I'm actually more appreciative. I realize in my younger years, I was much harder on West Coast lyrics than I should have been, and
Okay.
now I appreciate it more. Um, and another thing is we came up on the time. It was an East Coast renaissance of bars, right? That golden era in the '90s. So, but there's a few tracks on there I like. I probably won't listen to this again. It's damn near a double album. I feel like it.
Yeah.
Um, LAX with Ice Cube was all right. The joint with Incarcerated R is cool.
Yeah.
Both joints were. I like anything with Corrupt in it, and so that joint with what's the joint with? It was E40 Corrupt. MC8 was on it. Oh fuck. I think it was Candy, something like that. It was all right. It was
Yeah,
better
I
than
think
I.
it's like Candy Shop, not
Yeah,
Candy Shop, but like Candy Store or something like that.
for sure.
That album, I'm gonna say, Jamal, that album
Yeah,
was quite a surprise. It was better than I expected it was going to
yeah.
be when I heard
There
it.
was more tracks that I dug this time around that
Yeah.
was dope.
He
The
just had
production was
eight
better on
million.
that album.
Yeah,
He just had
mhm,
8 million features on that album, though.
yeah. Everybody's
Every
on
Yeah.
it.
fucking
Corrupt,
song was a fucking feature.
Stevie Wonder, fucking
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx,
Yeah.
D'Angelo and Dre, Akon. So
But that's what you do when you snoop. If I had all the connections, I get everybody and their mama too. The fuck?
oh, I get it though. But no, I did like it much better than I remember. I guess I was expecting more. I mean, I still think Doggy Style was such a masterpiece, man.
Yeah.
And granted, you only gonna get one Thriller. I get it, but
Right.
it's just like I didn't think anything. He didn't have an off the wall or a bad. You know what I'm saying? He just had a Thriller,
Right.
and then it nosedived.
Yeah.
Um, so that's the only thing. But no, it's a lot better than I had given it credit for. So shout out to Snoop for that. And thanks for the suggestion. I did not do the last meal. I have to do that next.
All right. So there's
That
your
was
homework.
Yeah.
Everybody else, we'll give our homework in the group chat for the next one. We'll try to come up with something. Again, it's joints that either people would say you slept on or shit that you didn't like back then. But we got to give it a second chance. We'll give you final shout outs and all that now, too.
Yo, shout out to everybody. Yo, shout out to O. Quick recovery, fam. Keep eating that salmon and vegetables. You'll be good. Um, which shout out to Hooks Rub, to Ty, TJ, Mayor. We're gonna shout out peace to Ishtar, peace to Disabled Planets, peace to Ill Magic.
There it is.
Or get better. Oh, get to it. Get to that natural African food diet, man. Get back to your roots. That might get you back up and running too. You know what I'm saying? You know,
He gonna be eating
maybe
roots.
just straight. He said, "Wow, this ain't fucking Sally. It's not Sally. Africa ain't Sally Struthers fucking Save the
See now,
Children,
now
man."
you're going too far, man.
It's fucking yeah, but nah, get better, my brother. You'll be back in a minute. Yeah, 20% of your order using the code Hooks Rub. And yeah, today was fun. Today was a good one. Allegedly, a lot of allegeds in this one. Remember that. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.